Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. My name is Shauna Monique with Fleek Fitness by Shauna. We are here to inspire transformation one woman at a time. We are here to support women on their journey to freedom, on their journey to transformation, body, mind, and spirit. We are here to bring you all into the circle. Come on in the circle. Come on in the circle. Whether you are streaming live through Facebook, YouTube, or if any of our guests have their own streams, their own pages streamed at this time, welcome, welcome, welcome to the circle. This is a first time ever virtual pop up shop in Women's Empowerment Circle, and we are so excited to have you here. The chat is open. If you are here, say hello. We are chatting from, and we're welcome. We're just going to get started. Our first guest up is Miss Ashley. She is going to tell you about herself. Awesome. I met Ashley. She's a math teacher, but she had math anxieties, guys. And she went from having math anxieties to writing a children's book. She is a math professor. So I'm so excited to have her. And welcome to the circle, Miss Ashley Rougier.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful event we know it's going to touch so many lives. So we are just all blessed and excited to be here. And with that being said, your empowerment as a female and giving the space and opportunity to empower other women such as myself and the others that will be here this morning is amazing. And it is something that I hope I'm able to do for other women myself. So just a little bit about me. As Shauna said, my name is Ashley Rozier. I am currently a middle school math teacher, but my love for math had some highs and some lows. So I definitely was in love with math from elementary school, middle school, high school, loved it. And then I got to college and it was downhill. So if you asked me to graph my math experience, it was on a high and then it was just a complete drop. And all of a sudden I became a math teacher. So I had to sort of assess what was the drop? What was the change? So some things I noticed for me was representation. Up until college, all of my math educators looked just like me, either in gender or race. And then I got to college and neither was the case anymore. So I didn't really understand how important representation was when it comes to success of a child or people just in general. So that was one mind-blowing moment for me. So from that, I sort of always held on to the fact that as a math teacher, my why is not only to pass on my love for math and the content of math, but you can't be what you can't see. And I wanted to make sure that young Black girls could see somebody that looks like them doing what society says is not for them. And that is really, really my why. So I'm glad that I had this opportunity here to spread this why and just empower. So with that in mind, sorry, Shauna, go ahead.
Oh, can you see me? Because I can't see. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Well, when you said what resonated with me was the fact that when you got to college, and I think that's when things went downhill for me as well. I had a 7 a.m. Calculus class in college, and it was taught by this an Asian guy who had a really thick accent. And man, oh man, either I didn't make the class or I didn't understand him, but either way, math and I kind of disconnected and I became really math phobic. I don't know if that's even a word. I became math anxious. I don't even know what. I don't know. I just became really self-conscious of my abilities in math. So thank you for sharing
that. I'm glad that you mentioned that because math anxiety is real. And oftentimes people feel like, how can you have anxiety towards a content? But if you do the study, it is real. And oftentimes people get confused between whether they're quote unquote good in math or have anxiety. Because in anything in life, once you're anxious about it, you oftentimes don't do well. But it's not because you wouldn't have done well without the anxiety. So just keeping that in mind, like, do not ever think that math anxiety is not a real thing. When you hear people say it, don't dismiss it, because it is real. So
Mm,
there are ways that we need to go about mitigating it. And the first thing is like really, really recognizing that it's real, but understanding that math is not something to be afraid of, right? So I see some
mm.
people, we have people in the chats here. So we're going to engage with the audience here, right? So in the chat, you can let us know if you're one of those people that are like, I don't do math, math is not for me. No, no, no. Let us know in the chat if you
Tell
are one
us.
of those people. I need to know who my target audience here. And if you love math, give us a shout out. Give our mathematicians a shout out. So let us know, you
Absolutely.
love the math or no, as the kids say.
Good morning, Samantha. Good morning. Good morning. I see you. Good morning, Shamika. Good morning. Good morning, Latoya. Yes, absolutely. Let us know.
Yes,
Joanne Bryan. Yes, so true. It is. It is very true. It is
definitely.
true.
So, with
It's
that
funny.
being said, right, because we
Yes.
have some people that are like, math is not me. I don't do math. So, I want us to think about this, right? Let's think about first thing in the morning, our first interactions with math. What does that look like? So, I'm going to speak for me, right? So, I got some people good in math, some people they're like, it's an awe. So, for me, my first interaction with math in the morning, believe it or not, I'm a morning person, but when I hit that snooze button, then I have to calculate how many minutes I have before I really have to wake up. That's my first interaction with math. So hopefully we're starting to see that math isn't just about plugging some things in the calculator. It's every day, right? Then all of a sudden, I hit my snooze button. I'm like, okay. And if you're like most people, you tend to pick up the cell phone, you get on Instagram, you start strolling, and you're like, okay, time for me to really get up, time for me to really get up. But after that, you're like, well, what am I going to wear for the day? So if you're like me, I hit that weather app. Now I'm looking at the chances of rain, the chances of sun, the humidity, and all of that is math, 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 math. Still don't have some believers. Some people feel like if I'm not crunching numbers, I'm not doing math. So let me let you in a little bit more into my day as a mathematician, right? So I've checked my weather app, I've calculated probability of rain, and then like most people, you go brush your teeth, you wash your face, and you realize like, oh, this mole that I have on my left side, when I'm in the mirror, it looks like it's on my right side. So now I'm thinking my reflection is a little off. Yeah, again, another math topic that we tend not to think of, but it's math. But I'm gonna keep going my day because I feel like I still don't have some believers that math is really, really everywhere, right? So we hit that snooze button, we calculated our extra time of sleep, we checked that weather app, we washed our face, we make sure that everything is in place, and then it is time to leave the house. And when we leave the house, I know for me, not shouting out any of my friends, but shouting them out, they like to keep their gas tank on E and mathematically think that they can make it to work without that car stalling all the time because they've calculated how long it takes to get to work and how
I
many
feel attacked.
miles
I feel
on the gas
attacked.
tank
I
was.
feel attacked, Ashley. I feel attacked.
No shade, no shade. But all of that is everyday math, right? So by the time we get up and we get out the house, we've done so much math in our everyday life that you don't even realize it. And the connection that needs to be made for many of our students is that it surrounds us. But more importantly, if you're a parent or educator, your child needs to see you do math. And if you highlight that the everyday things they do, the time it takes to wash their hands and how long they should be brushing their teeth, all of that is math, they'll begin to grow a fondness and love for math because it's inevitable. It will be in their life for the rest of their life. And it's not about being good or bad at it. It's about having a relationship with math, which is one of the reasons why I felt that writing a children's book was very, very imperative in my journey in getting out my love for math. Oftentimes, it starts at a young age. You have one horrible experience and you're like, never again with math. And I've seen it as an educator for over 15 years that students struggle with it. And then parents come in and they're like, it's okay if they don't have a 90 because I didn't do well in math either. And we have to stop those chains, right? It's not okay to be mediocre. That's not what we want to teach our kids. We always want them striving and challenging themselves. So first thing I had to make sure with that,
I want one question. One question I had for you, Ashley. When do you notice that math begins to go downhill for most of our elementary school kids, or when do you notice that it kind of? Because for me, I think it's like times table. Times table kind of catches them out there, and then it's just kind of like it just kind of folds. So
times table is the foundation for everything. If you were able to master that, you can do it all. But I've really noticed that when it hits the testing grades, that's when the math anxiety comes, because now the pressure's on. The focus has shifted from learning math for the fun of it to learning math to pass an exam. And when that shift happens, the shift in the mindset happens as well, with the I'm not good enough for this score, equating it to I'm not good in math. Right. So that's really, really where the shift is there.
Awesome. Take it away. I see you got your book ready. Let's do it. I love it.
I'm ready, because we are able to change all of that. So as I mentioned before, the number one thing that was important to me was representation, because that was what changed for me. So I wanted to make sure that when young readers seen this cover, they could relate. They can relate gender, race. They're like, I'm looking at somebody that looks just like me. And that was very, very, very important for me. The other highlights of the book is that it is all about positive reinforcement. Anything we do in life, if you don't have that positive reinforcement, there is no way to build confidence. And when it comes to math, just like anything else that we often have a level of difficulty with, it's not so much about getting more of that content. It's really about building confidence. The more confident we are about something, the better we are, right? So we all know, especially us women here, when you get back in the gym and you get that summer body, you put on that two-piece bikini, you walk outside and you strut with all the confidence in the world because you know that you stepped outside looking good today. It's the same thing. So when it comes to education, when it comes to math, when you have that confidence that you got this, I can do this, you sit at that table very differently about anything that has to do with math. That mindset changes. So in the book here, just a little blurb about it. The premise of the book is a young little girl that is sitting in math class, very discouraged because everybody else has all of the answers and she can't quite seem to figure it out. And of course, she has a little math toolkit that comes to life and gives her a few words of affirmation, a few boosters in confidence in order to get her to realize that all the math that she needs is really already inside of her. And I'm going to share a little bit with the book just to give you a little bit of an inside taste of it. But I really was also focused on the play on words. I wanted the book to be something that was targeted for young readers, but if you're an adult assisting in the reading process, that you also walked away with a little message as well. So with that being said, I'm just going to read a few pages from the book just to highlight how amazing her math toolkit is. So just some images. We can see that my toolkit here, I have my ruler ready to go. And the ruler says to her, don't cry. You definitely measure up to all of your classmates. You just need to look at things from another angle sometimes, said the protractor. At times in math, you need to circle back, make some markings, and go for it again, said the compass. It's okay to make mistakes and start over, said the eraser. Remember to write down what you know and show your step-by-step thinking, said the pencil. So that's just a little blurb just to show some play on words that, depending the level of the reader, the more knowledge they have about each of the math tools, they'll make a different connection with the usage of the tools as well as the subliminals that are in there. And as the adult reader, you sort of walk away with a few tips on the tools and just ways in which to build confidence and words of affirmation for our students. So that's a little bit about me, a little bit about the book.
Very empowering, Miss Ashley. I know your name, but I'm so used to calling you Miss Ashley from when we worked together for many years, and it's so empowering to see us doing this for our children. And it's so amazing that they can then take hold of that and make it their own and take ownership of what math means to them. And it's just you mentioning stopping the clock and stopping at the light and all of the ways that math is all around us. That's really powerful. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, so this is just a wonderful, wonderful experience here. And I just want to circle back, Shauna, to your theme of today being empowered women in power and how important that is. Just a little story behind the book. The editor of my book happens to be a friend and a coworker, which empowered and inspired me. So ironically, she had a story inside of her that she wanted to write in regards to a children's book. And every day for years, I would question her. So how's the book going? Have you been writing? How's the book going? Have you been writing? And in questioning her and supporting her, it boosted something inside of me to say, well, you can do this too. Like, this is a vision that you have of yours. Work on it together. And we sort of bonded together and we became what we call the accountables, where we hold each other accountable for our journey. And oftentimes we know that a journey is way more successful when you're in it with a team and you're there to support each other, because you can have everything that you need inside of you, but if you don't feel that you have that support around you, sometimes it's hard to push on to the next step when some challenges arrive. So I definitely experienced the whole idea and the whole theme of empowered women in power, because if it wasn't for my conversations with her, I would have been stagnant in my own dreams. And she was able to she was able to publish her book as well. So shout out to author Carla McKenzie, my editor. But definitely it's an amazing experience when women come together. And I tell people all the time that there's room at the top for everybody, because once we're together, we create the top that we want, and there's no limit to that. So just keeping in mind all the time that the power is within us, the math is within us, but together we are way more stronger and powerful than we will ever be if we try to climb a mountain by ourselves.
You better preach that. That is a whole word, Miss Ashley. Where can they find your book? I think you have it through Amazon. Is there a link that I can, or a way that I can type
Sure.
this in?
So actually, you have up the website there. So the website has a link there that they can go purchase the book on Amazon. I also have a few interactive games there so that you can engage with the book in different manners as well. So yes, definitely check it out. We have our Instagram at The Math in Me. So this is all new and exciting journey, but I'm hoping that this book is able to reach many students and even adult learners that feel like it's not possible, but just realizing that it's just all about the confidence. And anything we do in life, it's all about the confidence.
And the accountability. I think that, that accountability matters in anything you do, whether it's math, weight loss, health, wellness, someone who can call you in, call you out, help you out, and finding your tribe, that is key to anything that we're attempting to do in life. And you have to find someone who knows more than you. I think a lot of times we as women, especially us as Black women, we have an issue with trust. Like, trust is a really big thing for us. So knowing that someone means us well and finding someone who's going to take us in and tell us the right information is a really big deal. So once you can find that, grab hold of it with both hands and go running. Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. Yes. Excellent. Excellent.
Well,
So I'm
thank you so much for this opportunity. And, you have all of my information for your guest here. So, yes, shout out. I see some comments coming in that I homeschool 3 boys, and I'm looking forward to your book. Yes, thank you so much for the support. It's amazing tool to help with our students. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I see the comments. Accountability team is amazing. Yes, accountability is the way to go. We must empower each other. Yes. Thank you so much, ladies, for all of the support. And Shauna, again, thank you so much for grabbing me and pulling me into your tribe and allowing me to be part of your circle. I am just
absolutely the
excited to
circle.
be
The
here.
circle is unbroken. We must band together as women and empower each other. Empowered women empower women. It is so key for us moving forward, especially in this day and time. We have to come together. We have to stay together. And I know I'm gonna grab you and come on in here. Come on in the circle. Come on in the circle.
Love it.
Thank you so
Love
much
it.
for joining us today and being a part of this amazing event. This is the first, but absolutely not the last. And we are going to just kind of hold on to that. If there's any questions in the chat, certainly we have a minute or two. And yes, grow the circle. Absolutely. We are going to grow this circle. And if you have a talent or service, that you would like to bring to the circle, by all means, send a message, fleekfitnessbyShauna@gmail.com. You can also join and subscribe on YouTube, Fleek Fitness by Shauna, and just come on in. Come on in. Let's empower one another. Fleek Fitness by Shauna, like I said, .com. You can subscribe and join on into the discussion and meet us there. All right. Awesome. Let me just bring back the other ladies and see if Ruthie is here. Bernadette is here. Awesome. So we are going to say thank you again, Miss Ashley Rougier, and the Math and Me. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing event. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to keep it 10 seconds, and then we're going to come back with our next guest. Bye. Wait, we'll do a minute. Was next? All right. The truth.
Yeah.
The truth is in the building.
Good morning. I love it. I can actually say that live to you, and to you.
I hope everyone can hear. I know Ruthie was having some audio issues, but yeah, let's just make this thing happen. I got you on all the way up to the top. But go ahead, keep going.
Well, I guess we could have the viewers type of one in the chat if they can actually hear me, so that way we could see
yes.
whether or not this is actually working out.
Yeah, so guys in the chat, I see you, Mel. Hey, the lyrical goddess. Hey, Vanessa, what's going on? Can you guys just let us know that you hear? Can you hear Ruthie?
All right.
Yes, and I see a 1. I'm not sure if that's a yes. Is that type 1 for yes?
Yes.
There we go. All right, here I am. Can you hear me? Ah.
La 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 la
La la la. All right, come on, guys. We got it.
Neither. Oh man.
Even still? Okay, let me bring my mic up. My mic sounds nice. You can hear me now. All right. We can hear you now. Yes. Come on, y'all.
All right.
Thank you. This is a community. We will not be defeated. We will not be defeated. Come on here.
Technical affirmations, technological.
Yes, we are back. We are back in the building. We are back. All right. So,
Right.
Ruthie, the truth is our credit doctor. Hey, Tia. Hey, Mel. How's it going? Hey, V. How's it going? So Ruthie is our credit doctor, building credit and restoration services. Ruthie, how did you tell us a little bit about your why? How did you happen upon making this your purpose and supporting other people in their effort to restoring their credit?
Absolutely. So first, I want to start off by saying good morning to everybody in the chat, all the viewers. Good morning to you, and thank you so much, Shauna, for hosting this. This is amazing. I look forward to working with everybody who sees this video, this live stream, and connects with me on all levels of the social media. Right. So the way I got started into this, it really was a result of the pandemic. Right. So, there's a lot of people that have had issues, and we all were affected by the pandemic, and so one way or the other, regardless of what side of the coin we fell upon, whether we had the super come up or the super downfall or somewhere in the middle, we all were affected. Our credit and finances were affected. Right. And as a result, hi, Mom.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You know what's happening? Because I apologize for interrupting. I'm trying to toggle to make you the center, but my mic goes off. So I'm going to have to keep you and I are going to have to be on the screen together. I apologize. Everyone. Yeah. Yes, yeah. So I'm gonna have to keep you. I'm just gonna have to keep you next to me, boo. Go ahead, so they can hear you. I apologize, guys. Go ahead. So go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So I don't know what part they didn't hear, but I guess to sum it up, all in one, due to the pandemic, I kind of shifted into entrepreneurship, and my first business that I was working on was Not Your Average Meal Prep, and obviously that kind of took a standstill. And so I realized through that experience of starting that business was that credit and finance was very important. It was a key factor. I realized, just like how Ms. Ashley was talking about, like credit and finance affects every single part of your life, which is mad, technically, if you think about it. So we are affected in our everyday life with credit and finance. And so there are so many people out here that have goals as far as what they want to do in life and how they want to accomplish certain goals, whether it's buying your first car for some of the younger generation or buying your first house for those who are starting a family or already have a family, or, you know, whatever, buying multi-family homes for people who are looking into investments and entrepreneurship, becoming landlords. What are some other goals? Some have student debt. Some of my most recent clients were those that had still have thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Student debt. And so I realized that by me finding a way to make credit and finance exciting and fun, I was able to shift the mindset of them being able to boost their credit score and tackle their finances in a way that's completely unconventional,
mm-hmm.
but it works and it produces results. So, you know, because of this, Ruthie B. Truth Financial Freedom Mindset Program was born and was developed.
Awesome.
And so, you know, I'm still in the process of getting all it, illicit technology. I'm working. It's a work in progress. But you know, it's my small business that's gonna obviously increase over time and with all of you guys' support. And not only that, but I look forward to supporting on a more personal level. You know, I don't really look to be gimmicky and all of that because, you know, there's so many people out here in this world after the pandemic. Like we realize like the necessity of life. Mm-hmm. You know how essential it is and how essential credit and finance is for your everyday living.
It really is. It really is.
By me no longer being employed, that my credit is what held me up. And I'm a homeowner. For those who didn't know, I'm a homeowner, and I have a property in New York. And during the pandemic, I went over a year holding down a whole mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the tools and that I for myself and the structure that I had in place for myself. Awesome. I didn't even realize how it was going to affect. Because who would have thought? Like, but I would have had to figure that out. I never would have thought it in a million years. No one saw 2020 coming. Mm-hmm. But because I'm a living witness that my methods and my structure works, and then not only that, you know, I kind of touch, you know, I get tips and tricks here and there with family, friends. And I noticed that even their credit scores were jumping up. I said, what? No way. This can't be real. But they continue to put the work in based on what I was, the information I was giving them. And yeah, they are, I have one, a cousin of mine, she was just points away from 800 credit score.
Wow.
And she still has thousands of dollars in student loan debts, I'm sure. I haven't followed up in you know, quite some time, but at some point I will reach out to her. And I had another client, going business partner now, that you know, his credit score is coming up, going into the 700s, and another one, a lot of student debt, student loan debt, and went from not knowing where to go, what to do. And trying to find, like, you know, living situations, everything is affected. Like, you can't even get a good job.
Can't get anything unless you have decent credit. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I try to tell young people now, you know, a lot of my millennials and just like Taylor's age, my daughter's age, and them, you know, listen, y'all be careful what you post on social media. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you do. Be careful what you know, because not only are they watching you, but they're tracking you. So when you go for that job, they're saying, okay, let me see your application. And they go into their system and look you up, and they look to see what you're posting and your personality and your characteristics. And, you know, they'll say, well, thank you, but we'll call you. And they never do. You know, so you're not realizing that you absolutely need to have your credit, a healthy credit, financial literacy. That's a whole nother topic, but that also is something that we have to have that in place. With that being said, I want to just put this out there that Ruthie the Truth is offering free 1-hour consultation to anyone who emails her at her email address, ruthiethetruthbookings.com at gmail.com, ruthiethetruthbookings at gmail.com. I'm sorry. And just put in the subject line pop-up live stream. So if you have a concern or if you need someone to consult with your credit, and please don't be ashamed, because we all have credit struggles. I know I did. Okay. But nevertheless, absolutely. So she's offering 1-hour free consultation to anyone who emails her with pop-up live stream in the subject bar. Okay. Yeah. ruthiethetruthbookings at gmail.com. All right. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So continue. Yes. So go ahead. So
normally my bookings, my sessions are 30 minutes, but I'm giving an additional 30 minutes just because I really want to make sure that everybody gets, a little extra treat for just coming in and joining in and watching the channel.
Right.
So I'm going to take out another half hour. I give them 2 for 1 pretty much.
Okay. So, okay. Yes, now I think you have. Do you have a? Let me see. What is this? No, that's not it. You had a. It's in the Google Docs. Okay. So I'm going to pull up your. You had a presentation.
Yes. I had a few slides just to give a preview to those that were interested in my 8-week program that I'm launching for tomorrow.
Okay. Let me see if I can rescue it. Just continue. You can continue.
Yeah. So basically, while you're pulling it up, I could look at it on my end.
Okay.
So basically, my 8-week program is the Financial Freedom Mindset Program. And what I do is for 8 weeks, I dedicate one-on-one coaching calls for those that really need some structure with getting their credit and finances in order. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So basically, over the course of those 8 weeks, I promote and I provide, a boost of mental confidence that people need to build, repair, and revive their financial and credit goals. Right. So I know what a lot of people are thinking. A lot of people may come and say, hey, but how can you assure that in 8 weeks you're going to get this accomplished? And I'm going to tell you the key principle to it is work. Like those who are signing up for this program, you can't set it and forget it. You have to strategize and implement whatever it is that I give you from 1 week to the next. And by the course of 8 weeks, you'll be making a lot of different connections, business connections. I have business affiliate links as well that I could provide within the email, depending on what their goal is. But there's pretty much, it's a basic or standard foundation when it comes to credit and finance building. So, let me see.
I'm trying to find. Did you email that? I apologize.
It should be in the drive, the lineup drive.
Okay, 1 second.
The virtual. This should be a link.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine. Let me see. Maybe I might be able to put it in the chat.
Let me see. My apologies. I was trying to make this seamless.
That's fine. When it comes to me and technology, I don't think much of
you and me both. You sent it to Fleet Fitness by Shauna or with Shauna Warren?
I'm going to share the link with you 1 second.
Okay.
I'm going to type it in the chat. Let's see if that works.
I don't see. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see it in my
you look in the private chat?
I see the virtual pop-up. That's the only thing I see. Let me see. Presentation.
There you go. It's there.
All right.
All right. So this is just a brief rundown, just a little preview, a little snippet of what you can expect over the course of the 8 weeks to dive into. So I've set up 8 modules, and these are just the little highlights of what each module covers. So a module cover 30-day habit formation plans. So basically, kind of like what Ms. Ashley was saying, every day your life is surrounded by habits, and whether you believe it or not, or realize it or not, the habits that you implement in your day-to-day life and day-to-day function, if you add and become more intentional when it comes to credit and finance.
That's right.
One habit, it can start with one. All starts with one. You obviously can put more than one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just implement one habit a day, or one habit a week, one habit for the month, one habit for the year, I'm telling you, before the year is out, your credit will jump. That is a guarantee.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yes.
I can attest to that. I actually had to go on a credit card diet. I don't know if that's even. I don't even know if that's even a word. Like, and somebody type in the chat if they've ever had to go on a credit card diet. Like, I've had to do that. I think I'm about to go on another credit card diet.
No,
And I think back in the days, we used to do put your credit card in the freezer, and if yes, back in the days, like, put your credit card in the freezer, or give your friend your credit card, so that if you want to spend, then you need at least 24 hours or whatever. We used to do these different crazy techniques so that we wouldn't spend money or use our credit cards, but definitely going on.
Well, with my program, I teach you that you listen out with the old and in with the new. So you can take your credit cards out the freezer, give them some love. Those are your credit babies, and I will teach you how to strategize. You will look at your credit cards and credit in general and finance in general. It's gonna be fun. Like, you won't even, you be like, man, why did I do that? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. you look at your credit, your mindset will be completely shifted, and you will see each credit card as serving a specific purpose, not only in your life, but for your goal in credit and finance. Right? And so, which brings me into module 2, is the devil is in the details. Right? And so what I do during this module, we go through at least 3 months of your bank statements, and we dive in and see what the spending is. And it can get a little hairy. I may have to bring a box of tissues because,
Yeah, I start getting the heebie-jeebies when you start talking about money.
Yes. It can get sad. It can get depressing. But I guarantee you, all of the dreadfulness that comes with the sound of credit and finance, that goes away. When you hear Ruthie D. Truth, it wipes it all away.
Good.
Because that is my goal. That's my mission, to make credit and finance fun, exciting, and just achievable. Like, anybody could do it.
Awesome.
Anybody could do it, so long as they put the work in. So yes. So once we go and we dive into 3 months of your bank statements, and we kind of itemize and figure out what it is that you can pay, and repurpose how you spend your money more intentionally, then we go into module 3, mind on my money, my money on my mind. And you're going to continue to keep that mindset to power your goals. Right? And you're going to your mindset, you're going to start feeling it. By week 3, your mindset is just going to be transitioned. It's going to become such a habit, even before the 30 days.
I saw it in the comment that Tia mentioned that I actually had a time in my life when my credit score went down because I wasn't using credit cards. Yeah, it seemed to be necessary to have some debt, but manageable. Yes. So you need to have debt. You need to have credit. You got to use your credit cards in order for them to show. You have to show yourself credit worthy. Can you talk a little bit about being credit worthy?
Yeah, absolutely. Credit worthy basically means you stay below a certain percentage of spending. And not only that, but the type of credit that you have, everything needs to be completely intentional. And that's what most people have a struggle with, right? Because they spend, and we all have that habit. I had that habit at one time because, to be honest with you, if you're not conditioned to learn how to make your money work for you, obviously you're just going to go with the flow of what you've been conditioned to. So you've been conditioned to spending money, frivolously and not being intentional with every single transaction. It's just like, with diets. I know I see in the chat, she says the only diet that works for me is the credit card diet, right? But even when you talk about like health and fitness, right? It's interchangeable. Right? Nobody likes to eat salad or anything, but you can throw a little whatever you like, some apple slices, some feta cheese, something that still excites you.
Absolutely.
To want to eat
small
that
changes.
salad.
Small changes. That's right.
Yeah. Blend it up, make it into a smoothie if you like drinks instead of eating. And you still get the nutrition that you need.
Absolutely.
And it's the same thing with my program, the mindset money program, like a financial freedom mindset program. This is like credit nutrition.
Awesome. I love that.
Yes.
Credit nutrition. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so in module 4, is what's credit got to do with it?
I love that play on words. Come on, you're gonna make me break out and start singing Tina. What's love got to do?
Yes, and so during this module, we really get down into it and we break down into details why credit is so important for your life, and not only your life, but your life obviously is going to affect others. So how is the decisions that you make with your credit and your finances affecting those around you?
Right. Isn't that something?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that gets really
heavy.
Deep. That gets really deep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's when you kind of sackcloth and ashes. Bring your black clothes to the table.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to come with y'all tissue boxes for 8 weeks.
Oh Lord. Well,
we purging a whole lot of things. We breaking a lot of cycles.
Awesome.
A lot of generational conditioning that we may not even have been aware of. What's not really being beneficial to us living our life more purposefully.
Right. Isn't that something? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we haven't.
So,
I know we're you and I are part of another financial literacy group, and we talk about how the belief system that you were taught growing up, and what's your relationship with money. So if anyone in the chat would like to tell us if you've had a healthy relationship with money, if you were taught, right? Most of us were taught, put your money under the mattress, or don't trust the banks, or you need to have at least 6 months worth of money, your escape plan money. You know what I mean? So if you had any things that you were told growing up about money that may have shaped your relationship with money, you can throw that in the chat and share that with us as well. But we all were taught a certain belief system about money and how we are supposed to achieve it and attain it. And if we're not working 40 hours a week, anything else is not legal, right? So many of us were taught that you only way to make money is boom, right? Or only way to achieve certain goals, boom, right? But I think we're learning now that there are so many different ways to make money, achieve money, get to our goals, have credit worthiness, right? Hey, Marie, how you doing? All right, so Delirical Goddess said just before COVID, she's sharing with us, I began my financial freedom journey and it has so many things to unlearn. Yeah, before I could essentially begin, right? Right. So sometimes we feel like if I make too much money, then maybe I don't know, like
it's all about the intention, right? Because just like I forgot, I think I was taking like a counseling course with parenting, because by the way, I'm a mother of 2. My babies, they will be 12 and 14 next week, next Tuesday and Friday. So, you know, I had to take some time to even teach them how to do credit, and I set up a template and what is that? The Excel spreadsheet with my daughter. And she and I, we go through, and she's going to be only 14.
Wow.
But I'm setting her up now before she even gets into high school, because this is what she's going to need to know and be conditioned with, right? And so, you know, during my therapy sessions, they used to tell me, oh, well, you tell your children what not to do, but you don't tell them what to do as a replacement.
Absolutely. I love that.
Right?
We had two comments I wanted to laugh about. Well, one thing true, money is a frequency. Yes. Goddess, yes, money is a frequency. We have to vibe with it in order to not be afraid. That is so true. We got to respect it, right? How many of you guys open all your bills when they come? Right? You have to know. Yeah, I didn't always do that. You know, I'll see the bill and be like, oh yeah, I don't even need to know what that says. I'm good. And Tia says, I've been cheap since I was a teen. She said it took me a long time to even apply for a credit card. Good for you, girl. Because listen, back in the days when we were in Baruch, and I'm dating myself now, back in the late 80s, early 90s, back in the days, they would set traps for us as they would set traps for us. I call it a trap because they would have the people with the tables out, giving you with the applications for credit cards, and they'll give you a water bottle and a Bible, right? And you can sign up for free, and you know, $500 credit card. And I'm telling you, everybody, if you can't ignore it, right? Though that's right, credit card pushers. That's right. They got me. That's right, Mel. But did you guys know that that's illegal? That's illegal. And they cannot do that anymore. And I call them scammers. They were scammers with those free gifts and stuff. I think, and I was sharing with somebody that my first credit card I got back in Baruch, I think it was $500 limit. I think the first thing I bought was a pair of black denim jeans. There was this store over, but I bought some jeans with my first credit card. And of course, you know, it's useless. I think I even bought a pack of gum one time. I was like, I ain't got no money, you know, struggling. Yo, and tell you, Lorraine says she opens her card credit. She's good. She's good. Yeah, I open mine immediately. I don't. I used to, but now I do. I'm better. But
there's a process too, and I'm so mad. I left my folder upstairs. Well, actually, it's a binder. And what I did was I went to the dollar store. I got a binder, and they had little poly sheets, little transparent sheets. And every time I open mail, there's a system. It's a habit. I never open my mail without my binder in front of me. Because the minute I open the mail, it has to go in a binder. You have to be intentional with everything that you do. Like every habit, you just gotta plant those little habits in between your regular daily habits.
That's a good one.
Yep. I'm so
open your bills and put them in a folder, man. Forget those.
Everything. And then you could always rearrange it after the fact, but no mail. I have a bin for like the shred box for the junk mail. So you either put the junk mail. I mean, when you get your mail, it's either junk mail that goes into a little junk box, or it's bills that go into the bill binder. So
that is
smart. Little nuggets that I'm just, dropping in there for the live stream real quick.
Yes. So our history with money. Tia says that her mom didn't teach her about money. She learned it in school. There's so many stories. Yeah, man. And it's funny. I think you have to attack that thing when you're really young, because I remember my dad trying to teach me how to not pay interest on my credit cards. And he would say that, pay them off before a certain date, before they put the interest on it. But he was trying to teach me how to do that. But by that point, I was already way gone in my credit card journey. And I was like, bump that, I'll pay them back. Some people don't need that money. They good. You know what I mean? I was like, They don't need this money.
That's because you didn't have your goals set
I
up
did not.
in front of you.
I did not.
Really quick, I just want to ask everyone to just drop it in the chat. What are your goals in life? Like, what are your credit goals, your finance goals, or just your life goals? Like, what do you want to looking to buy a house, looking to buy a rainy day?
I'm saving up for a rainy day to be able to take care of what you need to. Yeah. And you know what, my mom is from the South, right? And she's a I don't know if you consider her a baby boomer or a traditionalist. I think a traditionalist. She's in her 70s. And when she came up to New York in the late 60s, she always said that one rule of thumb for her was that I always had to have money to get home. I always had to have money to get home, right? So, there's some of us that have non-negotiables. Like there's specific amount, there's some money that I'm putting away, I'm never to spend, never to touch. You know what I mean? This is my get free money, that kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Goddess is saying, I want to accomplish fire. I don't know what fire means, but I'm just going to assume.
I'm thinking that stands for financial independence in real estate.
Come on.
I don't know. I don't know what fire is either, but let's see.
I'm imagining, yes, free and independent, financially free and independent. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Getting an investment property. Awesome.
Yeah, all right. So and I'll talk about that in the modules as well.
Okay. We're going to skip ahead because I know your time is just about module 6, building assets. Yep. Real estate planning, yeah. And so Ruthie the Goddess, Ruthie the Truth. I'm looking at Goddess's comments. Is also a real estate mogul. She's a real estate mogul, guys. So please, once again, Ruthie the Truth is offering a free 1-hour consultation to anyone who emails her at ruthiethetruthbookings@gmail.com with the comment, in the subject, pop-up live stream. Pop-up live stream. Okay.
Yeah, so just to go back to who said it, somebody put it in the chat about real estate. T. Farrell. So I go over this within this 8-week program. And just to let everybody know, the course, the program itself for the 8 weeks is $1,000 for a lifetime membership to all of the material that I have here, and I add in even after the 8 weeks is already over. Somebody said, can you put the info in the chat?
Sure.
And like I said, you could email me at ruthiethetruthbookings@gmail.com. And also, if you want to put a deposit, because I know not everybody is in the financial position to just drop a stack like that. I do offer services for a $200 deposit to start off with, and then we can work out payment plans. But I'm telling you, once y'all get this, once you get the booking with me, and I go over what it is that your goals are and how best to tackle it, I'm telling you, you won't regret the investment.
Awesome.
That's all I gotta say.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. So just the last 2 modules. So module 7 is ages and stages. So I'm basically breaking down and showing, whoever it is that signs up, it doesn't matter what age you are. It can be from the littles to, the golden age. That's why, I made it golden in the background.
I like that.
At every age and stage, your credit matters. And, in a previous live that you and I did, Shauna, I broke down about my uncle who, he's a baby boomer, and he just got his credit and business credit established, and he is doing good. I mean, he's battling with some health issues, but he's not allowing that to interfere with his credit and the goals, because your goals never stop.
Right. Yeah.
They never stop. So, and especially if you have family, you have children, you have grandchildren, they have goals, and you could always support them so long as you have your credit and finances in order.
Absolutely.
So I go do that in module 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then module 8 is the celebration. And we take time to reflect. And of course, the more the merrier, whoever joins in. You sign up. I'm launching it tomorrow, launching my website May 1st. You can sign up for registration. And hopefully, once we get the first 10 people, I could start one-on-one, but the more we actually can come together and create a little circle or whatever, accountability circle, when it comes to credit, the better off this will be. And we can reflect and on our progress and the goals that we set up and see the growth along the way, and we can all grow together.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yo, listen, Ruthie, the truth. And I mentioned on our Instagram live that we are part of another group as well. And the reason we were both searching for accountability partners. And the thing that drew me to Ruthie is the name, Ruthie the Truth. So I was like, yo, this girl talking about she the truth. So she must really be a little something, right? And she absolutely is, guys. So please connect with her through Instagram at Ruthie the Truth. Also, her the Gmail, connect with her there. And I'm just super excited about your progress and just moving forward. Her and I connect every Tuesday. Accountability. She holds me accountable with what I'm doing in regards to health and wellness. And I do the same with her. We come with ideas and we just really kind of connect that way. So amazing. Y'all give it up for Ruthie the Truth.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for having me, Shauna.
Awesome. Hey, Nasir. Nasir is awesome. Nasir put together our flyer. You guys, Nasir, you need to put your information in this chat as well, because Nasir is the one that designed the flyers. Nasir designed the flyers and put all that in, all 3 of the 3 flyers that he sent. He put that together, so he's amazing. Like, he did that in his sleep. He was like, "Oh, I got this."
Effortlessly.
Exactly.
Yeah. And deliver. Talk about delivery
on time. On time. He was with it. I was like, oh, he's gonna take a minute. He was like, yo, let me snap that bad boy quick. So Nasir, I'm gonna have to put your information in there in that as well. All right, so we're gonna give a minute, and then we have bling bling, bling bling. Where your bling bling bling? Hey, come on to the circle. Bling bling is in the building. Bling bling. Yes. April, you see I blinged out, girl. I'm blinging out for you. All right. So we're gonna give it a minute, and then we're gonna come back. All right. And you are. And next up. All right. Cousin.
What's up?
What's up? Girl, why I got more bling on than you, April?
Because, see, I like to do the bling. You see, this is what I do. Okay? That's what I do.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let me do the formal introduction. Taylor, you can take this off here. I don't know how she. There we go. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's introduce BB.
Yes.
BB bringing the bling.
Yes. 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 I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Come on with it. Come
Can
on.
you hear
Come
me
on
good
with it.
without this?
Yes, I hear you
Okay.
fine. I hear you well. I think everybody hears it. Hey, listen, Michelle. I'm gonna call you Michelle. I'm gonna try not to call you Tanika, but we're gonna do Michelle right now. What's up, cousin? Hey, Sonia. Hi, guys. Guys, Nasir Bay's link is in the chat, nasirbay@gmail.com. Please hit him up. He does these flyers, the phenomenal flyers that you saw on Instagram and on Facebook. He did them effortlessly. So he can hit you up. He can do it all. All right. So April, let's do BB. What's going on? Tell me about blinging.
Okay. Well, I
Who
am.
doesn't love a good bling?
Listen, look at my arm. Look at this. It does. This is just how I live. This is it. This is me. This is it. I am the proud owner and CEO and the original custom maker of Be So Bling. Okay, I've been
Nice.
doing this for like forever. When I
Yes,
go
like
in the
you
store,
were blinging out stuff before blinging was blinging.
yes, before
Yo,
it was even
I
cool.
think when you one of my babies, yo, you were blinging from when you were young.
Yeah, and I'm 40
Yeah,
now.
like
So listen,
hi, like all my millennials in the building. Yes,
yeah,
April, Shamela,
yes,
Tanika, all y'all my babies, right?
yeah,
All y'all, all y'all, all y'all.
mhm,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
I turned it out, and when you go places and I put things together. If I go in the store, this is how it all started. I went inside of a store and I saw this lady with a pearl jean jacket on. I looked at her. I was like, wait a minute.
Pearls,
Pearl.
pearls.
It was just a denim jacket and it had pearls all over it. So I looked at this woman. I was like, I'm gonna make that.
Mm,
I found a jean jacket, and guess what? I've ordered some pearls. I sold it on my jean jacket. So, and then when someone saw me with the jacket on, where'd you get that from? I was like, I made it. And the lady was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I saw somebody with, told her the same exact thing. And ever since then, I kept doing it.
wow. Wow.
So it's like, businesses, anything I see I want it, I'm going to turn it into what I want.
Nice.
Turn that, put those hands, those God's gifted hands
That's right.
into what I like. And people
Yeah.
end up liking what I like. So I turned it
Right.
into my business.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Excellent. So you do
Yes.
everything. You have t-shirts.
Oh,
Um,
see this? Pretty for a dark skinned girl. That's my new thing.
uh-huh.
Um, I'm gonna share with you guys. You know how people tell you, "Oh, you're so pretty to be dark skinned." No, I'm
Listen,
just
if
a
I had a
pretty
dollar,
girl.
but yeah. Hi.
Right. So I turned that into power too.
Yes, empowering. Yes, because and I didn't realize back in the days when we were young, when someone would say that is not a compliment. That is
Right.
not a. I didn't know that was not a compliment. Dumb me, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty for a dark skinned girl, and I'd be like, thank you, oh thank you,
Yes.
Negro. That is not a compliment. I did not know that.
Right. I'm
But
just a
we're gonna
pretty girl.
empower ourselves, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna turn that on the dime. Turn it on the dime. I think that's awesome.
Turn it
Awesome. Awesome.
all the way up. So
Turn it all the way.
I started my line pretty for, and I crossed out for a dark skin, and it just says pretty girl. And when I posted the
Mm.
shirt, you never realize how many people are like, oh my God, I need that, I need that, I need that.
I need that. I
So,
need that. I need that. Can you put some pearls on mine? I need
oh yeah,
pearls.
and the pearls go in, and I have 3 different colors the way I'm starting it. So wait a minute,
Nice.
this
Oh, I
okay.
love that. I love that. Wait a minute. Is there a neck attached to that? Because
You know, I cut all my necks. Huh? You know, I cut the
Yes,
neck. I got
yes,
you need to see
cousin,
the tattoos, the
cousin,
shoulder on the tattoo.
cousin. What is that about? What is that
Listen,
about?
I don't know
Yo,
why
I
do we do
have
that.
off, listen, and I have the audacity to go to work now with no neck. I be like, yo, I'm
This
teaching the
what you get.
kids. I'm teaching the kids. I got shirts with no necks. I'm like, come
Yes.
on.
Yes, this is how I am. You see, I'm trying to be conservative right now because I'm online, but just wait, it's gonna stretch a little bit and hang like the size of
Exactly.
ice
And then
cream.
once it starts stretching and the shoulders start showing, this is a wrap.
Yes, that's all we need. But I started that and I'm gonna continue it. And as the summer come on, I'm gonna
Mhm.
change the colors up a little bit, give it a little brighter because I think we as women, and it's just not dark skinned women, it's we as women, period. We're just pretty girls.
Awesome.
Black girls are pretty.
We're all beautiful.
Pretty.
We are pretty. That's right. We are
Right.
all beautiful. We are
Absolutely.
really, really something else. And I think when we all come together, you know what I love going to events where we're all there and all the different colors, the rainbow, like we're like the
Hmm.
rainbow coalition. Like I love seeing all of us together, especially when we're wearing like bright colors, yellows and
Yeah.
whites. We
Yes.
go to these events where we have to wear all white, and it's like we are just showing out. You know what I mean?
All the way out.
All the
Like,
way
you
out.
know
Oh my
what?
gosh. All the way out. I
It's a
love
new
it.
movement.
It
Yes.
really is. It really is. And I think I had shared with someone, I talk about it all the time, you know, being a dark skinned girl, that back in the days when we were younger, I
Hmm.
could not stand being in the sun. I hated
Right.
the sun. Yo,
Yes.
I'd be like, no sun. I hated the beach. I hated the sun. You know, I'd be like looking, I was like, I'll come from outside. I'd be like, did I get darker? Did I get blacker? Did I get blacker? Like, did I look darker? Right? Now,
Yes.
girl, yo, when I went to Antigua, I was like teeth and eyes. I was like teeth and eyes. That's all I want. Teeth and eyes. I'm gonna come back teeth and eyes, okay?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
my sister, Lynetta, she sunbathes when we go on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh no, I'm here. I'm baking in this. This is me." And it used to get on my nerves, but I'm like, "She right. Let's do it." Okay. You know, she embraced that for a long
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
She said she just texted me now. I lay out all in the sun. Look,
Exactly. Now I lay out all in the
all in
sun.
the sun.
All
Yes,
in it. Exactly.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So where can is there a website that they can go to purchase? Or what is
Um,
the best way for folks to connect with you to purchase your items, or how
I am
how should
on Instagram.
they? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I am
You
everywhere
have
you
a
want
separate Be So Bling Facebook page?
to.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah, I'm
right.
gonna have to fire my help because they don't check it like they're supposed to. So I do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I will have to find someone else. But yes, I have a Be So Bling Facebook. My Instagram is Be So Bling as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they could contact me. I have where are my cards and everything. My Instagram is at Be So Bling, and it's just like it sounds.
Right.
She's
Right.
telling me, she just said, your daughter, yeah, my daughter's fired because she doesn't help like she's supposed to with house information.
Why we gotta put family business in the streets? Why
Yes,
you gotta put
so
family business in the streets?
but I do a custom attire, period. Look at the Crocs. Let me see if
Mhm.
I can show you these.
I saw your Instagram. Yes.
It's so cute.
Girl, I don't know if I'd be afraid to put them bad boys on. I'd be like, nope, that's my pearl. Don't make sure they don't come off.
Uh-uh.
Yes.
It's not go it's not going
Nice.
nowhere. I'm
Nice.
working on see, I just started these yesterday.
Mm,
So I'm gonna
hmm
fill it on in. Let me see what else I got.
I need to graduate my Crocs. I need to graduate
Oh,
because I have
please.
dope,
Yeah.
dope. I need to graduate my Crocs for the summer. Because I
Yes.
have a regular pair. My Crocs are just regular. You know, I'm a walker. I'm a woman of a certain age. You know, us 50 plus women in the building. Yes, we're not 50 plus. Where my
Stand
Gen
up.
X's, where my Gen X's, all right, my Gen X's, we regular, okay, but I'm gonna need to zhuzh up my crop game.
You have to.
I'm gonna need to
Send
zhuzh
them
up my
to me. I
crop game.
got you. Ship them
Awesome,
on this way, and I'm gonna take
absolutely.
care of it. I want to show y'all. If you, can you see? Because I'm in my office. It's messy, but you
Yes,
can
I
see.
love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, I see the Chanel. I see the Chanel in the back.
Yes, that's somebody's on my custom
You
hoodie.
is
That's
that the you had a camo jacket with
yes.
please, I need come on with it. Yes.
And look at the front of it. It's all
Yes. I
this is somebody's
love.
jacket as well. But so I allow you to pick what you want on it, the color, and then we go from there. These are my
Nice.
custom camo jackets.
Nice. And so you can customize. Do you provide the jacket too?
Yes, I provide the jacket.
And then you can request the wording to go
Yes,
on the jacket.
yes. And this was Tyler's jacket. And she wanted pearls,
Mm,
and then you check out the back.
nice. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it closer so we can see. Let me see. I can get us a little closer.
Yeah, you go. This
Oh, fearless. Oh, I love that. Melanin magic. Come on with it.
pretty and girl.
Pretty girl boss. Oh, I'm gonna need something like this in my life.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
this is my
do
going back. You see the Be So Bling and Bling.
yes. And then the front you have pearls on that, right?
The front is all pearl.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
girl, I love it. I love that. I love that. My wheels are turning. Once I start getting quiet, my wheels are turning. My wheels are turning.
And here go your
Yes.
pretty for a dark skinned girl
Yeah,
shirts.
absolutely.
This is just in
Yes.
gray. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and I have it in black. So I have right now gray, pink, and black are the
Nice.
colors that we're doing right now.
Ah, I love that black is popping out for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I definitely need that.
And if you
So they
see all
can
the stuff, I got
DM you.
here.
Yeah, so they can hit you on your DM and
Yes. Hit me on
request.
my DMs. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
At Be So Bling. That's B as in Barbie. SO Bling. So Be So Bling. Just like it sounds like Be So Bling. Yes.
Right.
I
Be
Be So
so
Bling. Yes.
blank. Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's my
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. I'm here. I ship. Once you order it, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'll have it back into you. I'll do it that week and ship it on to you. My turnaround time is awesome. I usually have to call people, be like, "Can I meet you to give you your shirt? Can I meet you to give you your shirt?" Because they're
Nice.
waiting. They're thinking it's like 10, 15 days. No, 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 no. Let's get it in and get it out. I make sure I get it
Nice.
done. Yes.
Nice. I love
So
it.
that's
I
all.
love it.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. I love, 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 love what you do. I love
Thank
how
you.
you do it.
Thank you.
I'm representing the bling
And
bling. I'm
I got a
representing the
little
bling
bit of
bling.
bling. I
Come
mean,
on now, representing the bling bling.
yeah.
Um, I absolutely love, 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 love what you do.
Thank you.
I know Michelle said she wished she could send pictures of her hat. You design hats.
Oh, I did her hat too. I don't have any more. But yeah, I did her hat because she loves camo, so I put some bling on her baseball cap. It's actually I have pictures of most of the things that I do on my Instagram. If
Hmm.
everyone is Instagram savvy, when you scroll up, you'll be like, okay, anything. Or if you take a picture and be
Nice,
like, I want it like this, I'm gonna do it.
nice. I love it.
Yes, that's my thing.
Love, love, love,
Yes,
love.
yes, yes.
Wow. Awesome. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me on here.
I appreciate you, cousin. For real, for
This is
real.
a
I
great
tell you.
idea.
And
I love it.
thank you for yeah. Hey Ange, what's going on? Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, absolutely. Um, this is, we have to support one another as women, especially as Black women. We need to empower
Mhm.
one another, because perhaps there's someone else who has a similar idea.
Facts.
Um, it's enough. There are billions of people in this world. There's enough to go around, right?
Let me
And
tell
there's
you
enough
something.
business to go around. And not
Yep.
only that, but how we can help one another. We're at the age where mentorship is really important.
Absolutely.
We have lived certain lifetimes and we have lived certain lifestyles. We have stories to tell. We have testimonies. And it is through our trials and our triumphs and through our testimonies that we inspire others to come on in the circle, y'all.
Absolutely.
Circle.
You know what?
There's safety in the circle.
Yes, it is. And I want people to see, like, I may do shirts, and I'm very grateful that the Lord above has given me the creativity that He has. But you can never, it's always more. So every nugget is pinched in my head. It's like, here it is. I'll see something and I get it. And the greatest part of all of that is you can never think that you are not going to sell your stuff. When you go inside the grocery store and inside the bread section, there are hundreds of breads there. Guess what? I may like Sunbeam and you may like Nature's Own. We both buying bread. Think about it. Make it. Do the idea. Create what it is. Put it out there. You never know.
That's right. That's right.
It's something for
And
everybody.
and for those who may not be 100% sure, reach out and ask
Absolutely.
questions, right? When we ask questions, you find out a lot of things. A lot of times we as women, a lot of times us as Black women, and I had posted something in saying that because a lot of us were raised under these survival mode, like we were raised in survival, right?
Yeah.
That we feel like we got to do it on our own. We feel like we're supposed to figure it out on our own, answer all the questions on our own, and I also had this fear of asking for help. Like it took me a lifetime. I'm 51 years old. It took me a lifetime to learn how to ask for help. I don't know how to ask for help because I feel like I'm supposed to know how to do it on my own. And that's from living in survival, being a Gen Xer, being a latchkey kid. Like a lot of us latchkey kids, we came home, here's your dollar, here's your dime, call, and you doing your own thing. But as we get older, we have to welcome the tribe and be a part of a purpose that's greater than ourselves.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's okay. And it's okay to do it scared too. You know what I mean?
I'm scared for this too. I'm scared right now. I'm scared right now. But we're gonna do it scared. And once you have a tribe of people that are surrounding you, that support you, I'm telling you, I mean, the sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All righty then. So we are going to once again be so Instagram, be so Facebook.
Yes.
Hit her up. And I need a t-shirt because I absolutely how much are the t-shirts, please? How much are your shirts?
My shirts, pretty for a dark skin girl, are $30. And I'm offering free shipping for the month of May. For the entire month of May. It's free shipping. So let's get it.
We're gonna have to take advantage of that free shipping. Yes, free shipping for the month of May, guys. Free shipping for the month of May. So definitely hit her up. Hit her up. Hit her up. Hit her up. All right, guys, we are rolling. We are rolling with this train. Next up, Color Street. We're gonna do 2 peace sign 2 and 2. Bernadette Smith is coming with Color Street. Oh no, I'm feeling naily. I'm feeling naily. All right, so let's put on a minute. Let's get the graphics going. All right, guys, 1 minute. All right. Are we here? Are we here?
We are here.
Awesome. 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 Welcome to the circle. Welcome to the circle, Bernadette. Oh, welcome to the circle. Yes, butterfly stays, nails. And I need my nails done. So what you got?
What you got? What you got? First of all, I want to say thank you, cousin. This is just an amazing platform. Empowered women. As we get empowered, it's time for us to empower other women. So thank you, Shauna Monique, for this platform. It's just amazing. I am Bernadette Smith. I live in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, right outside of the craziness of Washington, D.C. I actually work right across the street from the Capitol. So I am originally from New York City, single with no children, no pets, but some beautiful plants that I have behind me that I water every day. And I just feel like, I know what they need. They just water and sunlight. That's all. Keep it simple. I was introduced to Color Street by my friend. Her name is Susan. And ever since I've been addicted. Outside of Color Street, I love to travel and plan large events. Besides being a stylist for Color Street for about 2 years now, I'm an executive assistant for a federal government relations department. So I put out fires all day. I run around and I put the fires out sometimes before even people know about the fires, right?
There you go. There you
And
go.
so that's what I do. I started Color Street March of 2020. Um, it's an awesome outlet for me. How I got started in the business, honestly, my mom was going through dementia and different health conditions, and I was thinking, you know what, I need some money because it costs money to take care of people, right?
Mhm.
And I was just like, if I can make enough money to maybe one day just quit my job and have time freedom, financial freedom and time freedom is what I was after. Um, and I fell in love with this business. So
Mm.
um I can't tell you how much I'm excited for this platform. Just hearing all the other speakers, and it's
Yeah.
amazing to me how all these things tying together, right? Getting your money straight, knowing what you're spending on things,
Mhm.
getting stuff out. It all ties into what I'm going to talk about at this point. Let me pause because
No, right? When we get so excited.
I get
Wait,
so
am I
excited.
getting feedback? Wait a minute. Let me lower my mic. I think I was giving feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just. I love the idea that we
Hmm.
can connect in this manner. You
Absolutely.
know,
Absolutely.
the pandemic has caused us to isolate. Had caused us
Yes.
to isolate for the last few years,
Yes.
but at the same time, it forced us to be intentional about coming together.
Absolutely.
And I think this
Absolutely.
platform helps us to come together in a way where we can share our thoughts,
Yes.
share our resources. You
Yes.
know, we have to go back to basics.
We do. We
We have to
do.
go back to basics.
We
Yeah,
do.
absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
think the pandemic also exposed for us that we have a job, right? But a lot of us was sent to work from home. So
Mm.
while you're working that job, you also have a dream. So I'm
Mm.
working my job, but the dream keeps me up at night, right? I love what I do at
Ooh,
work, but that
come on, speak.
dream, which is my passion, one day I talked about Color Street and someone said to me, "What's that thing again you said when you light up?" And I said, "Color Street."
Mm.
Because what your theme is today, Lashana, and what we're doing, it's what I get to do every day in my group, right? With
Mm.
Color Street. I get to talk to women who are broken, talk to women who just need a lift. Why? Because I need a lift, right?
Mm.
So what is Color Street? Color Street is real nail polish. It's not stickers like you see in the store. If you see some of these items in the store, know that, yeah, it's not Color Street because the president of Color Street has the passion and the patent behind Color Street to basically solidify what the company is. He was in a town car beside someone else driving in New York, and he saw the lady right beside him trying to paint his nails and ignited something inside of him like this chick is trying to paint her nails in a car. We see it all the time, right?
So he basically created a machine, got the patent, got basically the materials, and many years, and I'm not talking like 10 years, it's like 20 years before this product has come center stage for everyone to know about it. So Color Street is real nail polish. There's no dry time. And the reason why there's no dry time is because it's 95% of it is already dry. So that leaves 5% of it to dry on your hands. So we leave it wet, that 5% for stickability. It is base color, top color, and I'm sorry, base, color, and top coat all included. It removes easily with nail polish, so your regular nail polish. But then we also have, and we just came out about a month or so ago, which is so excited to me. We came out with our own nail polish remover, and I'll talk about that in a few more moments. It's travel friendly. It's affordable. So once you get out of debt and you save all your money, then this is something else that's going to help you because it's made also in the USA. It comes 16 strips in a pack. They're different sizes for you to play around with. There are no tools, no heat, no drills, and it lasts 7 to 14 days. We have different styles. We have nail arts, we have solids, we have glitters, and we have colors that are called prisms. The thing, you know what? Yeah, when you're live, right? Anything can happen. Like the lamp wants to show itself, but that's okay. Because as an admin, I am flexible. I learned to bounce off and do stuff all day. But we have strips that are, we have petty sets and we have mani sets. But the good thing about the sets is that they're interchangeable. Okay. So if you see a mani set that you're like that doesn't come in a petty set, then you can always switch it up. You can say, okay, I'll use this. It's perfect for gifts. It's perfect for mother and daughter manis. Um, the one thing that I do love about this company so much is that not only does it help women and empower women and strengthen women and make us feel good, but then it also gives back. So we have so many foundations that we're connected to, and we have nail strips that basically come out for different events. Like right now, there's a March of Dimes strip that's out. There's abuse awareness. We have a strip for that,
Mm.
and the company gives back, and I'm not talking little money, I'm talking large amounts of money are given back to foundations. So I could talk about Color Street all day, but I
Love it. I
figured,
love it.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. And I'm sorry, Shauna, if you have questions or
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, if there are any questions in the chat or anyone has anything that they want to add, or has anyone ever used Color Street products before, let us know in the chat. What is one of your favorite colors, and you actually just did a Mother's Day giveaway yesterday?
yes, I did a Mother's Day giveaway. So what I love so much about having, and I can post if anyone wants to be a part of my tribe on Facebook, I have 410 women that just like to hang out with me, right? So yesterday I gave away a Mother's Day package, and it's just things that that will help you pamper. So I gave away a mani and a pedi. I gave away a manicure set. I gave away a lotion. And basically all a person had to do was comment me below, and I entered their names. I had 11 women. I'd entered their names in a a drawing, and I pulled one lucky winner. And actually, I mailed her box off just last night. No, yeah, last night. I went right to the mailbox. I put everything in and mailed it out because I want the person to receive it by Mother's Day.
Nice.
So that's just one thing, I'm always, it gives me a vehicle to give back. My special tribe of people, I do discounts, discount the product. I just, and sometimes you never know what may come across my hands, right? So I have given away stuff,
Right.
and that's where I find that I stay blessed by giving stuff away. So I'm gonna do a demo because I want you to see how easy this is.
Nice.
You can do
I wish
your,
I
you
had.
can
I,
do,
I think you had sent me one before. I wish I could have
yeah,
did
no
the demo with
worries, no
you.
worries, no worries. I can send you another one, no worries.
Yeah,
So this is
see,
what
I
is
need to
called
get
a
my nails
choosing.
did.
You need your nails did. This is what is
I
called
need
a
my
choosing.
nails did bad. Okay, that's pretty.
And then I'm going to show you what an actual pack looks like. This is a pack where you get the 16 in. Like this
Okay,
is
that
one. This
yellow
is
is
a.
popping.
It's popping, and I'm gonna show you a lot of the colors, and it has a shine on it like you would not believe. So I did my nails yesterday because I wanted something fresh and new, and that's the wonderful thing. I don't have to go sit in the salon, right? I wanted something fresh and new for today. So this is what I did.
All right.
And this is watermelon session. I put this is a punch out. So a different color flower is what I put on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's red. So right. It's funny when you're doing this for a screen because you're like, which way is the screen? Which way do I go?
Exactly. I was like,
Which
what
way?
side?
Which way? But yeah, so I have a little bling on it as well. I put some rhinestones on it. So this is one of my
Nice.
favorite colors, and it's an overlay. And this is called Tokyo Light. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it over. I'm going to do it over like this bare finger. So this bare finger is
Okay.
going to get the Tokyo lights. In the meantime, and in between time, I'm going to also post if you're interested in joining my tribe. There's never any obligation to buy. Like I said, it gives me an opportunity to just give. And it's
Mm,
women. See, here we go live, but it's women encouraging other women. So anyway,
copy
when you
and put
open up
that
the
in the
package,
chat.
it's tightly sealed, right, to keep that 5% that I told you about. And what you're going to do is it's going to come, your pack is going to come with its own prep pad. And this is the prep pad because you want to get all the oil and all the stuff off that nail. What I usually do is I wash my nails really good. I give it a cuticle treatment. And then that's when I apply it. So I'm going to just wipe it off with the prep pad.
So I've put your you put your
Facebook.
link for Facebook. I put
Yes.
that in the chat so they
Okay.
can find you, link you directly to your Facebook page, Butterfly
Yes.
Shades,
Butterfly
and
shades.
on
And then
Facebook.
I also put my website. If you're just like, I don't do Facebook, let me just go. And I just put it in our chat, Shauna.
Nice.
I put the link to go directly to my site. Now, Butterfly Shades, while I'm putting this on, I will tell you why I named it because we can name our business whatever we want to, and I can change the business name at any time. But I named it Butterfly Shades after my sister who passed, had breast cancer. She loved
Mm,
butterflies, and I love butterflies.
I
And
love
she was
butterflies.
so she was so colorful and so bright, vibrant that she's I always say is my inspiration for dressing, and she taught me how to dress. So
Hmm.
that's why butterfly shades.
Nice,
So when you
nice,
get your nails and when you take it out of the pack, it's going to have a clear sheet on it, and it's going to have one in the back as well. And so you're going to
nice.
take off that clear, and you're going to take off that, and then there's also a tab, as you can see. So you take that tab off as well, and then you're left with nothing but the product. Okay. I'm
Mm.
going to take it and I'm going to put it on this nail. And it's just that simple. And it takes all of maybe 10-15 minutes to do your whole nails instead of sitting in the salon. So, see how I put that on there? I just put it on top of the nail. Now I'm just going to peel off the excess.
So you
Peeling off the
press
excess.
it down, and
Yeah,
then
a lot of times you do. Yeah, if you press it down while you're putting it on and just fold it over, and it's basically done. If you can see
oh,
that,
nice,
is that's it.
nice.
Now
Okay.
I have a glass file, but you'll get a little nail file inside your kit. And I just do that to take off the ends. It just helps to seal. And that's it.
Nice.
And that's done. And my nails are done. And if I
Nice.
want to add more to it, if I want to change it up, we have a lot of people that are just very creative and they just go hard with the product. And they just do some of the most wonderful things you've ever seen in nails and nail design. So, and that's it, and it's done. And I will tell you, I am, you know, somebody who I will wash the dishes. I'm old school, right? Got a dishwasher, have not really used it.
Yeah, when I did try the ones you sent
Uh-huh.
me, they
Yep.
literally stay on.
They stay on. When I
They,
take a shower, I am one of those people that I have my routine, right? Like we all do. Shower,
mhm.
and I'm hot shower. And I'm
Right.
lotion afterwards. I have a body lotion that I use that's very rich and it has shea butter and stuff. This is my daily routine and it does not come off until I'm ready for it to come off. So I wanted to
Mm.
tell you also that not just the nails, but like I said, we have our own. There we go. We got our own nail polish remover.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And we you can use regular nail polish remover, but the difference with this one is that it's designed to take off our product. And I will tell you, yesterday when I took off my old Manny with just regular nail polish remover, it wasn't doing much of anything. When I took it off, put this on a cotton ball, one cotton ball, and it did the job. So we're also coming out with and that's coming out next month. A cuticle oil, a nail strengthener, a hand lotion that's all designed for Color Street. And so
Nice.
amazing, amazing business. We have the brochure online, digital, digital brochure. But when you go to the site that I've posted, that you posted for me, Shauna,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see um, everything. So amazing colors.
Nice.
You
Nice.
like blues, you like reds, you like right. One thing that sold
Yeah,
out.
I like, I love the natural colors.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I
And
like
do you
natural
know
colors.
And do you know, I used to be just like, because I work in a corporate area, especially lobbyists, senators and stuff come in. My first mani, I was just like, let me get a French manicure. Let me just do French. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said with the I was like, you know what? This is me pulling down my, doing a little cut. I was like, let's do some color. Let's do this. Let me
Mm.
do something that is just more like what I like to do and what I like to wear, because I'm not a basic person. I don't like
Right.
just basic things. So it allows me to have a little edge on, to be edgy on color, at least my nail color, right?
Right.
And then I can look down at my nails. Like the other day I had a day that was really I had a really rough day, but I can look at my nails, or I could go to my tribe and I can
Mm.
pull from that, or I can look at my nails when the sun hits it. Like I was just out earlier trying to get my morning something breakfast. Wanted to go to Wawa and get my coffee, but I didn't quite. I was like, I'm not gonna make it if I go to Wawa. But
Gotta get it in. Gotta get it in, bird.
but when that sunlight, and there's a shine on this Manny that I will put it up against any, not to discredit anyone who still goes to the salon, but I have sat and I've looked at people's manis and put them and lined them up, and I'm just like, you can't tell the difference. And when I still go to the salon every so often, not as often, but they're even dumbfounded because they're trying to get the polish off and stuff, and they're like, well, what is this? And I'm just like, yeah,
Mm.
it's Color Street. And then you don't have to worry about, I was somewhere recently where there was a whole nail polish spill. And it was a mess getting that polish
See?
all up, right? We've been there where it's like you spill the polish, then you got to get the polish remover to get it out of the carpet, get it off of the floor. You don't have to worry about any of that because of the
Isn't that
quality of
something?
this. Yes. And you don't have to, it's just all inclusive. Your base
Yeah.
coat, your color, your top coat, it's all in there. You get your
Mhm.
nails done and you get up and go and take your time and your money and use it somewhere else. So
Exactly.
it makes a
And we
big,
and
it
we're
makes,
talking about credit restoration as well. So that
yes,
goes right
take that
in
money
line.
and take that money and use that money wisely, right? make
Hmm.
make better decisions, like you were saying, Shauna, and we come from the same bloodline. Take you get somewhere, you make sure you have money to get back. You make sure that you have money so you stop spending so much money so that you can have some money to buy a house, buy a
Mm.
car, pay off debt, or do something wisely with your money. So it's just amazing what you can do with this product. So if you would like a sample on this, all you have to do is actually probably best to hit me up on maybe my email. And I'll go on and post that here, because then I'll
Okay.
need your address and I can
I think
actually,
I put
it
the
takes me
email.
one stamp, one stamp to put a sample to you in the mail. Um, I'll
So
just show you the sample colors that I have. So I have this red. It's red. I have to look back, right? That's a red. That's a that looks like this may be one of my wedding colors because we had a whole bridal thingy that came out.
That's
Um,
right, Ruthie. Add it to your
that's right,
Sunday
Ruthie.
blending.
Add to it.
Hmm.
That's an orange, and that's I know these colors are not showing up. I just want to show you all a few more sets, and then I want to show you because I'm watching the time as well. I want to tell you a few things where you can. I want to tell you about how you can actually earn these and not have to spend a dime. I do it all the time. Where, and I'll get into that. But some of the other colors. This is a lean mean tangerine. A lot of times I get these colors. I'm like, I want to keep this for myself. But that's an orange color. I'm like, I have a whole stack of. I don't think I want to, sell this. That's a light. Oh, this is
Seriously.
a light. This is a light blue. It's like a Tiffany blue, and it got gold shimmers in it. And let's see, that's like a. It's not. These are not showing up the way I would love to show them to you. But if you go on the site, you'll get an idea of what they look like.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
these,
right,
I'm like,
Ruthie. I don't. What she said. I don't blame you.
that's a purple if you can see it, and it got crisscross. And you should see every time I think that I have seen a Manny that I'm just like, oh, that's not. I'm like, I sit up in my bed because some of these people are like, oh, I'm like, oh my God, they do some
Hmm.
amazing. We got some people out there that do amazing things. And like I said, I love the group that I have because I mean, we just sometimes we just get to talk together and play games. We do different things. So you can earn these strips um basically
I
by
really
hosting
do. I
them.
love. I'm sorry, Bernie. I love
You going? You going,
the
sweetie?
game. I love the game that there was a game that you had on Facebook. Something about you. You certain colors represented certain sentences, and you put them together. I
Yes.
enjoy. Yeah, 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 yeah,
That was a
yeah. I
lot
like
of
the
fun
game.
because you basically chose your color and there was a statement. So you built together a sentence based on the three colors you like. So I
Mhm.
am going to a shoe store with my enemy because we're all drunk, right? That's a lot of fun. And that's a lot of what I enjoy doing as well is getting that interaction, right? Pulling from your day, taking a few minutes and just like let's just have fun. Let's not, I'm not selling nothing. We're not doing nothing. Let's just have some fun. And it's real
Absolutely.
simple, right? And it's something that everybody can participate in and everyone, can chime in and then we can go finish the rest of our day. So if
Absolutely.
you would like a sample, Lashana has posted my email. You can email me with your name and address. I'll put it in the mail today because I have nothing else to do. And I'm just kidding. and and so by hosting a party, if you were to host a party, and let me tell you something, I do all the work, you do nothing. We can do it like this setup as we're doing now, where I do all the talking for about 30 minutes. You invite all your friends, and guess what? It gives you an opportunity to earn free product. Okay.
Right.
That's one thing you could do. And then if you like me and you see the vision right away and you're just like business entrepreneur, tax write-off, because did you hear me say I'm single? So many tax benefits, right? With owning your own business, so many write-offs.
Bernie,
um
you need to borrow a kid.
I need child, your kids can claim themselves now, right? I can't
Girl, my,
borrow.
my kids been claiming themselves for a couple of years
Borrow.
now, so you
I
can't
need to
you can't have
borrow,
mine.
child. Because it's always when we get to that last line, when you're doing your taxes, and it's like that line that says, if you, and I've been there before, where it said, if you subtract this from this is what you owe. I'm like, really? And I
Yeah,
done gave blood, sweat, and tears all year long. And you mean I owe still?
yeah, man.
But the one thing that's good about having a tax, a business, a small business, is you have a tax write-off.
Hmm.
But I do it for so many things because, like, again, I enjoy the community. So if you see what I see, in this, and you can throw your passion behind it, and it's something you love. You can also become a stylist with Color Street, and it's very minimal to join. You know how you're doing all this stuff, and you're like, well, what in the world did I do with this? But to join Color Street, now it's 129, and you get a ton of stuff. So it's like $500 worth of product for
Mm,
$129, and
wow.
I mean, you get all stuffs to kind of stuffs. Lord have mercy, I do have a degree. But you get a lot of things. I know, right? It's like you get stuff. You know what it is? It's Saturday, and you just like lazy, and I get all kind of stuffs. But that's not how I talk, right? Rewind. But you get a lot of things to start your business. And oh my goodness, the support. And I will say this last thing, and then I'll turn it back to you. The support is amazing, and it's no pressure. So I do this ever so casually because like I said, I have a full-time job. But it just allows me to dream and do those things that I still yet dream about, and put
Yeah.
my passion behind just one of the many things that I am passionate about.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
again, Shauna Monique.
Yes. And and
Um,
and I love women coming together in this
I
way.
do.
You
Yes,
know, and I know you like
absolutely.
doing events and all, but I
I
think it's
do.
something with us as a family. We enjoy, just having good times and
Yes.
sharing good memories with one another.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
I think
we
you
when
said
we get
it.
together like that, it's I don't know, something happens when we get, and I think that's most families. When you have positive things happening, um, but when we get together and we act up,
Well, you know what? Not only do we act up, because you know what, I had some self-talk before I came to do this live. I said, Bernie, because you know how we do, Shauna. we just we come out the gate like crazy, out the gate like a bucking horse, crazy with the craziness and the shenanigans. That's because it's nothing like having someone in your life that I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't have to wonder, do you like me or not? I can just be me, and you can be you. And we, like you said, we share memories. We support each other.
hmm
And even in the craziness, we support each other.
that's right.
And it's that same relationship, that family type relationship that we take and we translate it into a women's empowerment event,
hmm
and somewhere where I can just say, you know what, hey, I may slip up and say a word that's wrong, like I did earlier,
hmm
but you know what, we're family and we cover each other. So when you have something like this, I'm gonna elevate you, and I did say I'ma. That's IMMAH. I'ma. I'm gonna elevate you, and you're gonna elevate me, and it's all good because at the end of the day, we're family and we love each other and we push each other. So again, I thank you so much for this opportunity, Shauna Monique. I love what you do. I was looking on the schedule to see if you were going to be on the program and speak of what you do, because what you do is amazing and it's
Yeah.
so inspirational. And I
Wow.
just, if I could stand up and just bow, I would do that. But I bow to what you
Yeah.
did today, and I cannot wait to hear the rest of the speakers. So
Yeah.
thank
Me
you,
too. Me too.
thank
Thank
you,
you so much. Please hit
thank you.
up Bernadette Smith with Butterfly Shades Nails at her Facebook page to join her tribe. It is free to join her tribe. There's no membership fee, no enrollment fee, or anything like that.
No fee.
There's no fees. Just join her tribe. And she just does some really great, engaging activities with her tribe. I love it. Love, love, love. Love the business. Love the colors. I love what you do,
Thank
and
you.
I love you. Period.
Oh, I
Period.
love you too, cuz.
I know. You already know. You already know.
Yep.
Um, so we are going to prepare ourselves. In the meantime, I know we already have Donna ready, but we ready for Jenny Mack is our nutritionalist. She has such an amazing story where she suffered from lupus, and she turned her health around, and she's now have her own school, the Eat School. So I'm really excited to hear from her. I know she'll be joining us in a few moments. But in the meantime, I just wanted to kind of share with you what Fleet Fitness by Shauna and what we do. Please, and if you have a moment to go to the website, Fleet Fitness by Shauna, subscribe. My daughter is actually on, she's behind the scenes. I know she's not come up, but she's behind the scenes making things happen. But she's actually one of my bloggers, and she's been writing some amazing articles as well. So we're building our brand, we're building the business. And what we do is that we support women on their journey to wellness, health and wellness. Not only, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I, just do different workout, different um, I'll hula hoop here, I'll jump rope here, I'll do step here. You may find me outside somewhere, because I enjoy fitness and I love outdoors. I'm chasing sunrises and I'm following sunsets. That's because that's my nature. That's what I love to do. But more importantly, empowering women to live their best and their blessed life. This is what I do. I empower women to live their best and their blessed life, and transform. Once you can transform yourself and your mind, your body, and your spirit, you can then go to the next level. And we do that by um, learning the four M's and doing different activities surrounding the four M's, which is mindfulness, right? We talk about meditation, we big in movement and meaningful conversation. So this right here would be considered part of a meaningful conversation, bringing women together and empowering them. Mindfulness, my one of the YouTube channels that I have for the podcast, The Experience, Merging Life, Love, and Laughter. We talk about different tips for developing your own mindfulness techniques. And meditations relate to words of affirmation. And if you didn't know, I just want to share this tip that they say, this is studies say, that in order to learn something new, you have to do it 200 times. Like you have to say it. Like in order to learn something new, you have to say it 200 times. However, if you say it and you move your body at the same time, you cut that learning into 20 times. So if you say it and you move your body with the movement, you can learn anything 20 times, right? So what we do with Fleet Fitness by Shauna, we teach women using those four M's to empower themselves to reach their goals, whether it be weight loss, whether it be changing your mindset, whether it be to stop procrastination. We use that as a vehicle for empowering women to make small changes. Small changes make, small things, do things small, and then you change your mindset because it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. Change your mind, change your body, and then you can change your life, right? It's empowering. It's very empowering. So, um, like I said, go to fleetfitnessbyshauna.com and subscribe to the channel so that you can be on top of the game when blogs come out, when different activities are coming up, and you'll be fine to take part of different courses. And it's about to be warm outside. It's beautiful outside right now. We about to be outdoors, so you will find Fleet Fitness by Shauna anywhere. Like last year I was on Brooklyn Bridge, so I may say, listen, meet me on the Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to do a real quick class out there, or meet me in Prospect Park if you can. Join me there. I have car will travel, so I will be anywhere and everywhere. All right. So we are going to get ready. I'm not sure if Jenny is in yet, but we are going to give you 2 minutes and then come on back to the empowerment circle to join us with our next guest. All right. All right, all right, all right. Yes. Jenny Mac.
Hello, hi.
Hey, Jenny. How are you?
I am well. How are you doing, Shauna?
I am doing amazing. I am so appreciative of you being here with us.
Oh, did we lose you, Shauna? Almost back.
Happening. There we there we go.
Yes,
I'm not
there we are.
here we are. Here we are. All right. So yes, absolutely. Listen, Jenny, we need you today. We need you.
I am
I am
here.
a snacker. I'm trying my best to live this life here of health and wellness and nutrition. But let me tell you, I struggle.
I know it can
It's
get
a
tough.
struggle, girl.
I
Listen,
get
I am a snacker. I like, if I eat a sandwich, I have to have a crunch. I
a
need a
crunch.
crunch with my sandwich.
I get it.
So
I get it.
yeah, so I've done is instead of
Mhm.
chips, I do strips of peppers.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
exactly how you do it. It's the vitamin C that you're getting from those peppers. Just
awesome.
making the small micro changes. That's what we're here to talk about today.
That's right. So I'm going to let you take it away. Introducing Jenny Mack. She's a nutritionist. She's the founder of the Eat School. I think your story is just so amazing. I cannot wait to hear and take it away.
Thank you, Shauna. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome, welcome to this discussion. We are talking about all things plant based nutrition. My name is Jenny Mack. I'm a holistic nutritionist, I'm a fitness coach, a plant based chef, and all things wellness. I am so grateful to be here with you today. And thank you to Shauna and all of the other amazing women for putting on this amazing program today. And yeah, so we're going to talk about how do you transition to a plant-based lifestyle. Now, you might be in different phases in your life, right? You may have not even thought twice about adopting a plant-based lifestyle, or you might have dibbled and dabbed and put your feet into it, and you just really don't know how to do it or why you should even do it in the first place. So that is the intention of our discussion today. And the big question mark is the why. Why are we doing this? That's where it starts. Yeah. So, why are we thinking about this in the first place? So, yes, before we get into this discussion, I am not a doctor. As I mentioned, I'm a holistic nutritionist. So, this is for information purposes only, right? Always consult with your doctor regarding your health. This is a safe, sacred space. And I know you ladies already set the tone for today. So, we'll continue that safety, right? We're going to create the trust circle and we're going to encourage and share amongst each other. Okay, so your engagement makes for a better discussion as well. So feel free to hit up in the chat box. Let me know how you're feeling, where you're tuning in from, and we're going to get this discussion going. So I see Miss Melissa Walford is already in the building. She just joined me for a fitness class this morning, so I'm so glad that you can make it here.
Yeah, I you have to please inform us. You did a class this morning. Come on, you are everywhere. I love it. I love, 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 love.
Thank you. Yes, I will share all of my resources, all things wellness. So just thinking all things wellness starting from again, what are you putting in and on your body? And then also how you're moving your body, thinking about mindset, right? Getting past those limiting beliefs because we all have them, right? So how can we move past those limiting beliefs to really get into our potential. Okay. So, as I mentioned, this is just a quick bio. I'm all about bringing a mindful plant based experience to everything that I do. So, my mission is to empower women and the community to take control of their health through plant based nutrition, cooking, movement, and mindfulness. Yes. So, on to the next slide. We'll get into this juicy discussion now. So, who am I? why am I here today? Why did I start this health journey in the first place? So, does anyone know of lupus? Have you heard of lupus? Or just have a chronic disease? If you could just go back one slide. Yeah, so lupus. I have lupus. I was diagnosed in 2017. So if you look at the picture on the left, this was 30 pounds sicker. I was in the hospital for 1 month, and the doctor said I would need to be on dialysis, right? So hearing that, and also hearing the doctor tell me that I can eat whatever I want, that just did not sit right, you know? And a lot of times we're in these situations when we're speaking with our doctors, we ask questions and they don't have the answers, or they just provide us with information or medication without justification, right? So, anyone been in those situations, right? I was guilty of it myself. But I knew something wasn't right with that response. So I decided to take control of my health. And the way that I did that, I did research, which led me to become a nutritionist. And this was in 2020, right? So just a few years after adopting a plant based lifestyle, I was able to take back my health. Okay. One meal at a time. So, why did I create the EAT School? The EAT
Wait,
stands for
wait a
Educate,
minute, Jenny.
Adopt, Incorporate.
Wait a minute. Time out. Can we just stop right there and celebrate that?
Thank
Can we
you.
celebrate the fact that you turned your life around, you turned your health around? That in and of itself,
Thank you.
many people do not know how to do that. That you
Yes.
took ownership of your health and
Hmm.
you did your own research, and that is to be celebrated. So I honor you today for doing that. And not only that, but then taking it and turning it around and supporting other women on their
Mm.
journey and their wellness. So
Thank
kudos,
you.
kudos for that. Kudos.
Thank you so
Very
much.
empowering. Hmm.
Thank you everyone
Yeah.
too for your comments.
Hmm.
That that really, you know, tells me that I'm moving in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
Just seeing the responses here. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And if you read that small font at the bottom, I worked 12 years in accounting, right? I was
Mm.
working 60 to 100 hours a week.
Mm.
Bro, I was burnt out, right? So I didn't even know how to prioritize my own life at that point. And getting going through this unfortunate traumatic experience, being in the hospital, you really, it's life or death at that point. It's life or death at that point. So, I decided to snatch my health back, and I see the lyrical goddess. Wow, look at that. Lost 100 pounds in 365 days. Thank you for sharing that and that encouragement. So, yes, why are you here today, right? You might want to lose weight. You might to want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. You might want to reverse or manage a chronic illness, right? You're a mother, you're a sister, you're a wife, you're a friend, and you want to maintain a legacy for generations to come, right? You want to maintain consistent and fruitful habits to thrive. Does this resonate with anyone? Is this why we are here today at this Women Empowerment Circle? Yes. So turning tragedy into triumph. Exactly. Right. So that brings us here today. So, what is a mindful plant based lifestyle? It's the most scientifically researched eating pattern. It's not a diet, right? It's about sustainability. It's eating patterns that are proven to prevent or reverse chronic disease, right? There's science out there, there's research, and it's about abundant eating and living. It's not about restrictions, right? It's about abundance. Do we know that there are over 20,000 species of fruits and vegetables? And guess how much we eat as a human civilization? We're just scratching the surface. We probably rotate 20 or 30 of those, right? So living a plant based lifestyle is living a life of abundance. Yes, gratitude all day. I love these comments. So, what does it mean to live a plant based lifestyle? It's about living ethically, right? It's about improving the health of humans, right? Because it starts with our health. But in turn, we're also improving the planet and animals, right? That means that we eat fruit, vegetables, we eat food that comes from Mother Nature. Mother Nature has graced us with the nutrients that we need to thrive. Okay. And what that also means is that we eliminate processed and inflammatory foods. Now, this list differs for everyone based on your DNA genetic composition, based on the health of your gut, based on the diversity of your microbiome. This list will change, but science shows that inflammatory foods are in the meat category, dairy, right? Histamine, eggs, fish, soda, processed foods, basically, and excessive alcohol and smoking. So if you add that with hydration, sleep, manage your stress, you move, right? We're talking about movement today too. And you add that intention. Woo! That's where we really thrive, right? So I have a question
Awesome.
for everyone in the audience. How do you rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10? And as I ask this question, it's not about passing judgment. It's all about acknowledgement, right? Acknowledging where you are today and where you want to be, right? Envisioning your higher self. And it's a rhetorical question. Feel free to put it in the chat if you want, right? And this number will change. And I also encourage you to ask yourself this question every single day. Yep. Yep. We all have work to do. We all have work to do. Onward and upwards. Can we get some
I love
snapshots?
these. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Love, love, love. Yeah, I
Yes.
see a 6. Someone said a 6. I think I put myself at about a 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing
Mm-hmm.
again, acknowledging that we all have work to do, right? Asking ourselves, are we drinking enough water? Right? Are we getting enough sleep? Are we getting adequate sleep for our bodies to replenish?
Mm-hmm.
Are we managing our stress? Now, that's a category in itself.
That
Right?
is a whole discussion right
A
there. How do
whole
we manage our stress,
discussion.
right?
Are we moving our bodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we being more intentional about what we're doing every day,
Mm-hmm.
right? So again, I encourage you just to do a check-in with yourself. First,
Mm-hmm.
a moment and when you open your eyes in the morning, just ask yourself, how do I feel today? So what's the reality? We got to talk about the reality, right? Now, if we look at the USDA, right, the US Dietary Administration, we look at their dietary guidelines, right? This is all public knowledge and information. They have rated us as a US civilization a score of 59, meaning that we have an F in terms of how we are adhering to our dietary guidelines. Not even to mention that our dietary guidelines are driven, right, from with capitalism, right? So, with all of that in mind, heart disease is also the number one cause of death for women, especially women of color, right? Strokes, cancers, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease. And on top of that, the government is spending 3.4 trillion. That's a T, right? That's more than what was purchased for Twitter, right? By Elon Musk, $3.4 trillion on pharmaceutical care to treat a sick nation, right? And this last fact is quite staggering that doctors only spend less than 1% of their time studying nutrition. So, 9 times out of 10, if you ask your doctor what to eat, they probably won't know the answer to that question, or they might hand you a pamphlet and say, adopt a Mediterranean diet, right? Mediterranean diet, but they won't give you the how-tos, right? Yes. Absolutely. Okay. I see some chats coming in. Yes. And we're going to leave a little bit of time at the end for some questions. So, how can you transition, right? It starts with micro habits, it starts with turning moments into momentum. It's all about replacement. It's not about getting rid of everything, right? Because nothing is going to sustain that way. It's about making small changes. So, I'll give you one example. When you wake up in the morning, you eat breakfast, right? Are you eating a salty, heavy processed meal, or can you replace that meal with a more nutrient fiber dense meal, right? So we're not starving ourselves. We're still eating, but we're just replacing what we're eating to be more nutrient dense, right? That's how it works. So what I have here for anyone that wants to sign up for this, I have a free weekend reset guide. And that includes all of the principles that I talked about available to you. Okay. So just hit me up. So let's also talk about some quick myths, right? Yep. Thank you, Shauna. You could fast forward. Yep. So, has anyone heard about any of these myths? So, myth number one, soy can increase the risk of cancer, right? I'm talking about plant based foods now. Okay. Another one is plant based diets lack protein, or you can't get enough. You need dairy for strong bones or for calcium.
Yes, I've heard of all of those.
Mm,
All of those. And I
right.
think I
Exactly.
purposefully stopped eating soy. I stopped drinking soy milk and things and eating soy because this is what I heard about soy.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. And I will tell you that, again, if we think about these big pharmaceutical companies, right? This is where they're going to lobby to give misinformation this way. So let me just break down soy really quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we still got a lot to cover. Okay. So the way that soy works is there's a concern that there is too much phytoestrogen in soy, right? That's usually the concern, that there's too much phytoestrogen. And it's very important that we balance our estrogen levels and phytoestrogen levels during our cycle, during our period. So, soy does have phytoestrogen. However, there are two receptors on phytoestrogen. Soy has the beta receptor, there's the alpha and the beta. Beta works like a modulator. Think of it as like a modulator. So, it's going to help balance phytoestrogen. It's going to either increase phytoestrogen or decrease. Okay, so that's the purpose of soy. And there has been extensive research done in China, and there's a book called The China Study, where it shows that women in China have the largest, um, or they're the biggest population with the lowest rate of breast cancer, right? So that's how that phytoestrogen works. It's actually helping to moderate, to modulate phytoestrogen. So there's not enough research done on women and communities of color specifically. However, there is no science or research that shows that it's been that it has a negative impact on our health. Okay, now if you're going to eat soy, I recommend that you eat soy that's organic, right? Soy that's organic and non-GMO. And that's how you know that the soy is clean, right? And you're getting the nutrients that you need.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I also, and I haven't, I didn't hear that one before, but I'm going to use it as a rule of thumb
Mm-hmm.
and incorporate soy in my diet because I didn't know. Was
Yeah,
just
soy.
using organic. Hmm.
Yeah, just source it organic,
Hmm.
right? There's also a lot of noise out there because soy is used to feed the meat industry, the
Hmm.
cows, right? The animals. So there's that noise there too, but that's a different type of soy.
Mm.
If
Hmm.
okay, so even stepping back, right? We would be contradicting ourselves to say we don't actually eat soy, because if we do eat animal products, they are fed with soy. Okay.
Mm.
So just think about it that way as well.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
And just really quickly, with two plant based diets, do not lack protein. There's plenty of protein sources that we'll talk about, even in this case. So, how do you transition from being a meat lover to a plant based lover?
Ooh, I need to let me bring in the rest of the tribe because I'm trying to transition. That chicken gets me all the time, girl. I'm gonna bring the rest of the tribe in to maybe sound
Listen,
off on that. Bernie, are you a meat eater? April, are you available to
I
join
am
us?
I am and I'm glad for this information
Uh-huh.
today because I really, really, really I'm still struggling with meat. I do.
you know
And I
what?
have a specific health concern that I'm
Mhm.
like, the next time I go to my doctor, I gotta come with some better numbers. I have to.
Yep. I love that you're advocating for yourself. That's the most important thing that we can do, is advocate for ourselves. And
Right.
I'm gonna call myself, I was a chicken head, okay?
Well,
I'm
I
just
must still
gonna
be a
put it
chicken head
out
because
there,
I'm
okay?
still a
You
chicken head.
cannot get me away from chicken. But guess what? Once I've really started getting into the research and seeing the impact of how these foods, chicken as well, can impact our hormones, for example, right? And then you see that when you actually take it out of your lifestyle, your numbers begin to change, right? So once you see that, you get used to it, then it doesn't even smell or look the same,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it just starts with, again, research, conversation, research, conversation. So if we click to the next slide,
Mm-hmm.
here is how we can go from meat lovers to plant lovers, right? From meats to plant eat. So if you just think about the common list of foods that we consume as meat lovers, chicken, for example, substitution works, right? So if we substitute chicken for mushrooms, some of those foods have similar texture. Tofu, we just talked about, cauliflower, depends on cauliflower, right? But if you season it real good, right? If you season it real good, it can do the job, right? And you will start to notice the difference. Exactly. So it also takes about 6 weeks for your palate to readjust, right? Because sometimes we're like, this doesn't quite taste the same, right? But again, if you turn those moments into momentum, your whole palate will change entirely, right? So you'll start to really enjoy the flavors, the textures, and the taste of fruits and vegetables. Another example is dairy. Dairy is another one. It was another hard one for me. But cashews, right? If you don't have any nut allergies, work wonders. If you have a nut allergy, hemp seeds work wonders. You can make a bomb mac and cheese sauce with hemp seeds or cashew seeds. Sorry, cashew nuts or butternut squash, right? So you really can just put all of these foods together to make a bomb sauce, right?
Yeah. Well,
Seafoods, hearts of palms. You slice up those hearts of palms and it looks like scallops,
yeah, that's what I
right?
heard. Mm-hmm.
Jackfruit, you shred it up, you put some barbecue sauce on it, you got pulled jackfruit, right?
Awesome.
So all of these foods, it's just about reconditioning. It's about just unlearning and relearning, right? So this one's for you, Shauna. If you're feeling snacky, right?
Girls.
Right? Yes, that's pretty much me too. I can pretty much eat the day away. But here are some ways that you can add snacks into your diet, right? Into your lifestyle, as we say, into your eating patterns, for you to feel satiated, for you to feel full, right? That's the purpose. The more fiber you eat, the more you're going to feel satisfied. Did you know that 96% of Americans are fiber deficient? Fiber
Yes.
deficiency caused a whole host of illnesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chronic
Mm-hmm.
disease, and the list goes on. So we need fiber. And a good way to get fiber is to snack. How do you snack? Well, whole food. If you're eating what's in season, it always tastes fruitier, more ripe, more delicious, right? Strawberries are coming into season right now. So picking those right now would be delicious. Asparagus as well,
Yeah.
right? And as you mentioned too, just cutting up some raw veggies, making a hummus or a nut or seed bean, dip it in there, right? Just satisfy that craving in between meals.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? 9 times out of 10, you also just might be thirsty. If you're feeling snacky or you're feeling a craving, you might be thirsty. So I always say first, have a drink, drink some water,
Mm-hmm.
allow that to digest, right? See how you feel, and then grab a snack. Make a smoothie, make some avocado toast, make your own trail mix, right?
Mm-hmm.
The list goes on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? I enjoy sprinkling pumpkin seeds on my
Mm.
salads, pumpkin seeds and walnuts, and it gives
Ooh,
the salad a little bit more depth. And I love the different
absolutely.
colors, the different peppers and things to add
Yes.
to it as well.
Yes, Shauna, that's perfect
Yeah.
too because
Mhm.
walnuts and pumpkin seeds have a good source of omega-3 content that we need, especially for our women's health, right? So thinking about plant-based, right? You want to transition, you're thinking about it, and this is how it usually works, right? In terms of expectations. So we start eating whole food. and then we fully convert to plant-based. Is that how it goes? Not necessarily, right? So if we flip to the next slide, this is how the journey will be, right? So you start eating whole foods and you think about, how can I veganize it? How can I plant-based it? You look at your favorite recipes, right? Like I said, pulled barbecue pork used to be my jam, and you make substitutions. Then you might have a craving, right? The snacking might come in. You might have influences. You're going to brunch with your girlfriends one weekend, and that's okay. Things happen, life happens. But once you practice that mindfulness, that mindset, you go back to your why, capital WHY, then you'll continue your journey, right? Upwards and onwards, like we said. So how does it feel to go plant based? You gain food knowledge, right? You learn, you unlearn from all of these generational traumas that I've gone through, right? About scarcity mindset, right? You'll start to address that and overcome that. You'll feel more energy for sure. You'll increase your mental clarity and you'll take control of your health. Okay. And you don't have to do this alone, right? This is why we have nutritionists. This is why we have the community here, empowering one another, sharing stories, right? So I have a program called the Eat School, and it's a 6-week program. It's all about nutrition coaching, excuse me, and cooking. So we meet as a group just like this via Zoom, and we share resources, and I give you what you need to transition. It's all about mindset shift, letting go of limiting beliefs. What about nutrition, right? So again, we'll learn about those nutrient dense foods, and we'll also talk about inflammatory foods, right? Debunking myths, and how do we make this sustainable so that it's not about quick fixes. 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, we are thriving continuously, onward and upward. Okay, so just some testimonials here. Here's what my clients are saying, right? Again, about those micro habits, right? Hit it out for evening walk. And then when I get back, I'm making batches of oatmeal. Boom, preparation here, right? Thinking about the nutrient density. Yes, Melissa Walford actually took my very first cohort of the Eat School. So if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Melissa.
Mm-hmm. Melissa has actually shared a lot of your information with me from the classes that she took, and
Oh,
she
wonderful.
knew that I was making the transition
Mm-hmm.
from eating meats, heavy on the meats, to
Mm-hmm.
heavier on the veggies.
There you go.
And when she shared her journey with me, I'm just kind of blown away, and I've been following you since then, Jenny.
Thank
So
you.
kudos to you. Kudos in your journey, on your journey. It's been amazing.
Thank
It's
you.
really been amazing. Yeah, absolutely,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
And where are you now with your journey with lupus?
Yeah, so where am I now with lupus? I was able to get lupus into remission for about 2 years, right? So claps on that.
Mhm.
However, life goes on, right? And I'm in the transition phase. So I'm still good. I'm not where I used to be in terms of being
Mhm.
in the hospital sick, still wake up feeling good with energy, but I'm in the transition to make sure that the next time my body goes through stressors, I know exactly what my triggers are and how to manage it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we know
Yeah.
there's no cure for lupus, but the best thing
Mhm.
that we can do is manage our flares.
Mhm.
Anything with chronic diseases, more or less.
Mhm. Absolutely, absolutely. And
Yes.
if there's a question, do you offer your support to children as well?
Very good question, Ruthie. So I do individual consultation, whether it's to mothers and their children or mothers and their family, because it does take a tribe to raise a child, right?
Mhm.
So yes, I do. That's the long answer. I do one-to-one coaching.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
excellent. And once again, um, you can be found on Instagram. I'm going to put up your information
Thank
again,
you.
right, at the Eat School
Yes.
and jennymac.com.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes. I know
awesome.
I'm at 1:30 now, and
Yeah.
I did say if anyone had any questions, but
Mhm.
since we're at time, feel free to, yep, here's my information. Reach out if you have any questions. I'm launching my next 6-week program on June 7th. So if anyone's interested, you can get a bonus if you reach out.
Yes, please do reach out and just support. Reach out and support and reach out, period. Because I tell you,
Mhm.
Jenny, if I could, I would love to host a cooking class in my home and
Mm.
kind of bring a few women over where
Ooh.
you can actually show us how to
Yes.
prepare several meals. We
Yes.
can get together and connect with that because I tell you, I'm the kind of person when I'm just gonna put all my stuff in the business. I'll buy all the groceries in the world. I'll buy all of the good foods, man,
Mhm.
all the good intentions, and baby, I'll get these
Mhm.
food. I'll get all of the food here, and it'll sit right in my pantry.
Yes.
It'll sit in my refrigerator, and then I'll go out and get some. I'll go out to eat
Yep.
somewhere. I mean, it'll
Yep.
be somewhere healthy, but you know what I mean? So
Yep.
I'm like that. I will not plan properly and I will allow time to lapse. And girl, there are
Mm.
times when my refrigerator will freeze my produce and I'm like, I can't even use this. I
Yes.
can't use my
Yep.
celery anymore. It's frozen. So yeah, so I would love to get
Yes.
you here in my kitchen and stir
Yes.
and sit around the
Yep.
cook and let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it. I
Yeah,
would love
yeah,
to do that.
yeah, I would love to. So I'm gonna definitely connect with you guys. Thank you so much, Jenny, for coming through. My wheels are turning. You can see smoke coming out my ears. Wheels are turning.
I
So we're
am-
we're gonna have our last woman of the circle to come through, Donna Thomas. She is in the UAE right now, Jenny. So she's gonna come.
Wow.
She's an author, teacher, and motivational speaker. She's also has a podcast, and she does some meditation. She's going to end it with a prayer meditation for us.
Beautiful.
Awesome. This has been an awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for coming. I don't know if you have to run. I know you have
I'm
something.
staying put for this.
We're gonna bring the women to the tribe. We're gonna bring the women to the circle. So 1 minute, guys, and then we're gonna come back with Donna Thomas to the circle. Let me go back to find my. All right, 1 minute. All right. All right. All right. Donna
Hello,
Thomas is
everybody. Can you hear me?
ready. Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, how you doing? What time is it
Hey.
there, girl?
It's almost 9:35
Oh,
p.m.
Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, no.
Wow, 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 wow. All right. So I appreciate you joining the circle, the Women's Empowerment Circle, and being here at our virtual pop-up. You got a lot happening out there.
Yeah, actually, I do. Today's been a busy day. I'm really tired, but God is good.
Yes,
So
yes,
let's
he
start
is.
there. God is good. I just
Yes,
got
he
off
is.
another Zoom that I was on, another Zoom thing with the kids, and so It's been a long day, but I'm I'm excited about this. I was listening to the different speakers with the nail pot. I mean, it's just so much, you know. I was listening to the sister about the no food, the no meat. Yeah, I don't know if I can give up meat, but I do go meatless, like at least 3 to 4 times a week. So at least 3 or 4 times a week, I don't have any meat. So you know, I'm trying, but I don't necessarily know that I want to go meatless. You know, but I do want to incorporate more vegetables and things into my diet, and you know, just having more of a health based life. And I liked what she was talking about, the what was it, fiber? Yeah, I think I'm deficient in fiber as well, and so many other things. Yeah, I get my whole life together. But yeah, so I'm
Listen,
gonna need to join her
listen.
tribe right away. I'm gonna need
Huh?
to join the school. I'm gonna need to join the school right away.
Exactly.
Have a have a
Exactly.
have a have a class this week when I mean during the summer, so I can come to the cooking class.
I'm absolutely going to have a class when you get back into town, and we just be right here in my kitchen
Yeah.
and just make this thing happen for real.
Yeah.
For real.
So a
We
little
all
bit
need.
about myself.
Mhm.
I am a teacher, like Lashana said. I'm born and bred in Brooklyn, New York. My background is I'm a Jamaican American. And I'm living currently in the UAE. I've been in the Middle East for about 6 years now, and I am a special ed coordinator. I also teach part time at Sorbonne University as an adjunct professor. And in my that's what I do for work. But in my spare time, I feel like I'm a very creative spirit. I love the arts, and I paint. I write children's books. I write all kinds of books. I have a children's book called Raiden's Very Messy Room. I have recently just created a health planner because I'm trying to get really serious about my health. And I've actually lost about now for over 40 pounds within the last year, and I've been doing pretty good with keeping it off. So just focusing on not putting so much pressure on myself about the scale and the number. You know, I think once I took the pressure off there, then it just felt easier. And doing some things like going to a plant-based diet and starting to incorporate more of those things into my diet, walking. A part of my health journey has also been a lot of meditation and journaling. So I'm a very big journalist. So I've created several different journals. I have here the Healthy Lifestyle Journal, which is it's kind of like a planner to help you just kind of track your meals, your exercises, and things that you're doing in terms of your health and wellness, and just to kind of keep you mindful and on track of what you're eating. Sometimes I know for me, I'll just snack and just every now and again I'm putting things in my mouth, and I don't think we realize the amount of snacks and things that we put in our mouths as we go throughout our day because we're not really tracking anything. Now, I did have the fitness planner on my phone, but to be honest with you, I'm the type of person that forget to put the things in the fitness planner online. People say put your scheduling everything on your phone, you know, because I know that's the new wave. But then I don't even look at the phone. I'm more of a I need to write things down, you know, kind of girl. So that's the healthy lifestyle planner.
We
Um,
are the same. We are the
yeah,
same.
yeah,
Listen,
I can't. I try, but I swear it just doesn't work out for
it
me.
does not work out for me. I
No,
need
no,
to
it doesn't.
actually see. It
I
has
need
to
to
be in
see.
front of my face.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And then what I also love, I don't know if you can
Beautiful.
see,
Isn't
baby
that
got
beautiful?
back. So I made sure the ladies look nice and thick, just like us. I'm tired of getting these planners with women who are, you know, just like they don't look nothing like me, you know. And I think that's a serious thing. I want to get a planner where I see somebody who there's some kind of image of something that sort of kind of look like me. This one here is the prayer journal, which is like my absolute favorite. I love this book. I literally live by this. I use it every morning, every evening, every time I have a thought or a conversation I want to have with God. I put it in this planner.
Mm.
I do a lot of praying, and I believe that prayer can be different. You know, we can pray out loud, we can pray on our knees. I haven't prayed on my knees, and actually, I just prayed on my knees recently, a few days ago, but I haven't done that in quite a while because my knees got issues, and so I don't go down on my
You
knees
mean
too
you don't
much.
have Meg knees? You don't have Meg the Stallion knees?
I do not have no, I
Not
don't have those names anymore. No, those days are behind
those
me.
days. Those days are
Those
gone.
are behind me. But
Mm.
what I do like about the journal is you have a lot of time for meditation, a lot of self-reflection you can do in these journals. They're colorful pages, so you got color if you like to doodle or color. I'm a doodle girl, so I like to doodle in color. And each, like every 30 or so pages, they have a scripture or a positive quote for, your mental wellness and well-being.
Mm.
Then we have the God Planner, which is a yearly planner that I created. All of these books and planners you can get on Amazon.com. This one too is pretty amazing because it is a yearly reflection planner. It's not dated, so you can date it. Sometimes I kind of go back if I missed a month and just use it, again. And it gives you like intentional parts where you can pray. So you have sections where every day you can write down your prayers. You have a section for a love note to God. You have your scripture word for the day. Anything you do for your worship time, whether it's singing or doing, anything. If it's meditation, you can write that down. You have personal growth space, health and wellness, family, your work schedule. Everything can go in this one place. So for me, I have, like I said, journals all over the place, but it's nice sometimes to have one thing in one place, right? And that's the God Planner. So that really helps you with your faith walk. And last but not least is my new journal called the Self Reflection Journal, which goes along with the podcast. So I do a podcast called Self Reflection. And in that podcast, we reflect on our past, but we do it in a way where we're trying to be introspective, right? To look at ways that we can encourage joy and peace in our future. So we're looking back to now promote healthiness in our future. Because we all experience different types of traumatic situations in life, sometimes we need to look at those situations or setbacks or just events and find the good. I'm always talking about finding the good in every situation. Just yesterday, I went to another circle of sisters and we was talking about happiness, right? And your philosophy on happiness. And I gave this to some of my students to write about. And what is your philosophy on happiness? And for me, I understand that for me, my philosophy on happiness is that it has to come from within. It's something that you have to do inner work for, right, to obtain, but it can be fleeting at time. And how do we maintain happiness? For me, I don't necessarily want to chase happiness. What I do want to have is joy. And when we self reflect, we can find that joy. Joy is absent of happiness. So you don't have things don't have to be going well for you to still find joy and find the good in any situation that you may encounter, right? And so even the Bible says the joy of the Lord is my strength. So joy gives us strength. So when we find joy, happiness is not far behind. So this self-reflection journal, it's just something I just love. It gives you the names of God in the beginning. So when we think about, just give me a second, it tells us who God is, right? So it gives you different names for God: Jehovah, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Rapha. It gives you Elohim. So when you are taking your time to pray and to reflect on things, and you want to, connect with God in that type of way, you can, the words to say, the names to call him at that moment. The journal also gives you prompts. So it gives you prompts if sometimes you want to journal and you want to write and reflect, but you don't really know what you want to write about. So it'll give you certain types of prompts. If you can turn back the hands of time, what would you do differently and why? It also gives you a small scripture at the side of it. And yeah, so this is it. It's pretty neat. Again, on these journals, I doodle, I color, I tear it
Awesome.
up. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
And then it's just beautiful. It's nice to have a place to have all of your thoughts, right?
Everything in
And
one place. That's right.
yeah, and places where you can
Mhm.
even go back and look on it later on. So I look back on my journals as a way to help me reflect, right? And help me grow because this is all a growing journey, right? And
Yes.
it's interesting because I look back at some old journals that I used to write when I was a teenager or in my 20s or when I was married And I look at some of those jokers and I'm like, yo, I was tripping.
Girl, girl, tell me
Right?
about it.
You was, girl, you was over there piss, like having a
Listen,
hissy
you know,
fit
this is what they say. Thank God for His grace and mercy.
for his grace and his mercy. And just to
Thank God
think
for
where I
His
am,
grace and His mercy.
yeah, to think where I am today, it's nice to look back and to see the growth, you know. It's nice to look back and to see the growth. But another thing we can do when we look back, we see cycles, we see patterns,
Come
right?
on,
And so
come
once you
on.
look back, you can see some cycles and patterns in your life that you might need to change. And there are some things in our lives that we do need to change and need to
That's
work
right.
on.
Because
But
it's
that
gonna
all
come
takes
back.
time.
It's gonna
Yeah.
come back. It's gonna
Yeah.
come back. And how you handle it is going to determine if you pass the test so you can go on to the next level in your development, in your journey, on this journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's so
So,
funny
mhm,
because, as you know, we can go and we're not going to do this right now, but I knew that God was calling me to bring women together from young when I was in my 20s. And
yeah,
I
me
and it
too.
would happen that every time I would have an event where I would either bring women together in my home or have a gathering concerning women, the enemy would come in and create some kind of chaos to throw me off track, whether it was my kids or my marriage at the time, whatever, create some kind of chaos. And
Hmm.
I would slip and fall every time until I got hit to the game. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Okay. So this what we doing. So this what we
Hmm.
doing.
Hmm.
And you
Yeah,
recognize how when the enemy tries to come in and play, once you can keep your emotions in check and
yeah,
you recognize
absolutely.
how the enemy comes, because he ain't coming with no pitchfork. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming with no pitchfork, but he's sure
Mm-mm.
not gonna come with something tasty to eat or some nice, smelling, tall, dark, handsome, right? He's gonna come
Mhm.
some kind of way that's going to
That's,
attempt to
that's
throw you off.
appealing. Yeah, it's appealing. So if
It's
you're
the
trying to give up snacks,
eyes, the
all of a
flesh
sudden you're gonna be
eyes,
hungry. Yeah.
all of a sudden, right? You're supposed to be fasting and you gotta eat.
Now your job is having a free lunch today. Word,
Really?
word. The week I'm fasting. Now you're giving out free lunch, or it's somebody's birthday.
Exactly.
Or
It's
you,
always somebody's birthday. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Establish different patterns. And that kind of
yeah.
connects with everything that we've been talking about today is minor changes, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
small changes,
More, more.
recognizing and being intentional. Being intentional. I coined a phrase called save yourself. SAVE, and that means S, set your intention. A, accountability. V, having a vision. And E, execute with excellence.
Mhm.
And of
Excellent. I
course,
love
there's
that.
more to it, but once you can understand, and I mean, this is a daily walk, daily, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jenny's saying
Mm-hmm.
in our private chat, the enemy comes through distractions,
Distractions.
right? Those distractions
Major
come all
distractions.
the time, all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
once you can recognize those distractions as what they are, then you
Mm-hmm.
can kind of step to the side and sideline those distractions.
Absolutely.
So I want you to you've been doing a lot of meditation practices, and I like for you. I'm going to bring the rest of the tribe and those that are still
Yeah.
here, and you're going to kind of help us to go through a meditation.
Okay.
Um, all right, I'm going to bring the
Yeah.
rest of the circle in the building. Come on, circle
Hey,
tribers.
Circle Tribe. Yeah, give me some of that nail polish. I need to do a
Exactly. Now I
food.
saw,
I
did
need to
Belkis
do a
stay?
food. Huh?
Did you have Belkis?
Belkis should be here. I have some friends also from Abu Dhabi that should be on the line as well.
Well,
But I would, huh?
because this line only takes
Oh,
10.
not.
So
I
yeah, because
think
they on the what I'm gonna bring whoever I'm gonna bring them
maybe
in.
they're on the live. I think they might just be on the live.
You in the live? All right, no
Yeah.
worries, no
Mhm.
worries. Heather, Heather comes back. All right, so let's just work with
Yeah.
who's here. Taylor, did
Okay.
you want to come in?
Hey,
No,
Taylor girl.
right here. No,
She
Taylor is
said,
working behind the scenes. No. All
well,
right.
I
All
wanted
right.
to just say quickly, when we think about ways to practice self-reflection, there are many ways to do it. One way is meditating. Another way is journaling, taking a walk in nature. These are all ways to do meditation and self-reflection. Perform breathing exercises. I've been doing a lot of breathing lately, and I didn't realize how important it is. Even when I'm exercising, I didn't
Powerful.
realize I stopped breathing. I was like, why am
Powerful.
I not
Yes.
breathing?
Let me go
I
to the
had
chat.
no idea I wasn't breathing until
Inside
somebody said
job.
breathe. And I was
Yes.
like, wait, I'm not breathing?
Yes. Yeah. And
Yeah.
deep breath too.
And
Deep
deep
breath.
breathing. Yeah. I didn't realize it, how important it was.
Oh, it's
Even
powerful.
reading. Reading also is another good way to kind of like keep your mind focused. I mean, for a while, because of technology and so much use of it, I found that I was not able to read through a book anymore. And I'm like, yo, something's wrong. That I would have to keep reading. It would take me so long to get through a book. And I'm like, this is ludicrous. It's because I'm not focused on one thing, for a long extended period of time.
Yeah,
And
I
so,
think the pandemic has caused many of us, and that's a whole nother topic on mental health, but the pandemic has caused stressors and
mhm,
triggers and traumas with all of us to the point that for me, and I think I know I've shared this so many times that, I used to struggle with anxiety and all kinds of things like that. And I realized how anxiety started coming back a different way.
yeah.
It attacked my body. Like the
Mhm,
anxiety would come back and it would cause my adrenals to malfunction. Right, I would sit there and feel like my muscles are wasting. Right, and I would ask my friends, "Does it look like I'm losing too much weight? I lost too much weight too fast." Like I would just start, and then once your adrenals starts messing up with your brain, your hippocampus and your all, everything just starts funneling and just spiraling out of control, and you
mhm,
just brought on a full-on panic attack. Right,
yeah.
so the pandemic has absolutely caused us all to not be the same, if I can just say it that
Yeah.
way. um you
Absolutely.
know yeah, so meditation is important, mindfulness practice is so important, and this is every day. I said before, I've cleared out a closet. That is my prayer closet. I go in there daily. I go daily, daily. Like it is imperative that I meet in that closet every day. Because
Mm,
if I don't get my mind right, ain't no telling what's gonna come out my mouth that day. Ain't no telling. And I've learned how to excuse myself from
mhm,
from the party. I've learned how to excuse myself from the party
mhm,
because otherwise
mhm.
It gonna be
Hotmess.com.
it gonna be Brooklyn all day. It gonna be Brooklyn.
All day, every day. I always have to contain the Brooklyn. Here, I have to
Like
like mentally tell myself, like, smile. And it's crazy, but I tell myself, smile, Donna. Like, as I'm talking to people, smile, look at
yes,
them in the eye, shake my head every now and again, blink, you
yes.
know, and make sure my words are soft. Because people, when they talk to you, they just, I don't know, just being a black woman, I think our energy sometimes can be a lot. And to me, it's a good thing. But other
Mm-hmm,
people, when they don't have that same energy, they take it as they're fearful of it. And so
mm-hmm.
I constantly make sure I try to always come in with the right energy. Right. And so I have to
Right.
keep reminding myself, because I am from Brooklyn and I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So, but back to the meditation at hand. So self, I'm like your cousin. We could just get crazy real quick,
You
right?
can
We
get
got to
crazy with
reel
this
it,
thing.
reel it back. So
Yep.
back to the meditation at hand. So I do a self-reflection podcast where I do different types of self-reflection. It's not all meditation, but lately I've been doing a lot of Christian meditation, because this is my journey, but that I'm also going through it with others. And I feel like as a community, we learn and we live this life together. We cannot live this life separately. It's impossible. We need each other to survive. And so, because of that, I created these self guided Christian meditations. I do listen to a lot of just general guided meditation, but it's hard for me to keep my mind quiet. So, I need short meditations, guided meditations. And because I'm a very spiritual person, my focus is always wanting to go to disconnect with the world, but to connect with my creator. Okay,
Okay.
so that's just the background. So we're going to get in a state of mind. Let me put my little meditation music on.
And those of you who are watching, if you'd like to join in, feel free. What is it, about 5 minutes, Donna?
Yeah, not even that long.
Not even. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it won't be that long.
So you can absolutely join in.
I don't want it to be too loud.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so a guided meditation is just that, it's guided. You don't have to necessarily close your eyes, but you can. We want you to be in a state of relaxation where you're going to take this time to connect with your creator, God of everything. As we sit, we want to take this time to release all stress and worries from the week ahead or from the day. This is your time. Close your eyes if you would like and set your intentions for this meditation. As we think about our intentions, take in a deep breath. Breathing in deeply. As we breathe, we want to breathe in healing to our bodies. Breathing out slowly, peace and serenity. Take in another deep breath. As we breathe, we want to center our mind and our heart on the goodness of God and all that He's done for us. Now is the time for gratitude and gratefulness. Taking in another deep breath. Making sure that we can feel our breath in all of its facets. This is your time to connect with your Father. When we spend time with God, it allows us the space we need to clear our minds, to focus our thoughts directly on God's purpose. He's given us all a purpose and a divine mission. Now, if your mind wanders, it's okay. Focus on your breath. As we focus on our breath, we also focus on that small light on the inside of us. That light is God. That feeling on the inside, that voice that you hear, is God saying, I'm here. I've never left you. I've known you from the beginning. You are mine. You are loved. You have value. You are mine. We're going to look to the scriptures for the word of encouragement as we find rest in God, knowing that He's with us. Continue to focus on your breathing, feeling your chest rising slowly As you inhale and exhale, Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." As we take this time of self reflection and meditation, we know we take this time as a collective body, connecting with everything around us. Feel this energy of life from your toes, moving up through your ankles, through your knees, all the way up to your head. This energy that we have within us is the Spirit of God. As we connect with our Father, we want to pray a closing prayer. Father, you are the creator of everything, and we give you thanks. We have come to you through Jesus. We enter your sanctuary of rest with reverence, and we come before the throne of grace with peace. Father, we praise your holy name. You are great and worthy to be praised. How grateful we are for your love, your grace, and your mercy. Take this time to focus on the goodness of God. Each of us has a personal testimony of favor, of kindness, of sacrifice, of deliverance. Now is the time to say thank you. If you have any cares or worries, envision yourself placing them at His feet. And as you place those worries at His feet, slowly walk away, knowing that your Father has everything under control. All power, is in His hands, and He loves you. He loves you with an everlasting love. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. Amen. Namaste. All right, ladies, you guys did good. You guys was in there. You was in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh my gosh, it's such an amazing, amazing. So we are actually going to end it on that. We're just a little few minutes over. If there's anyone that has any parting words or anything, um, I think we all have shown where we can be found. But we'll put that information up again. This has just been such an amazing and powerful event, just to bringing the women in the circle. All right. So now, can you put in the chat where we can purchase your um, journals?
I only see the private chat here. I'm not sure how to do the regular chat. I told you I'm
Put it
not
in the
very,
private chat, and I'll transfer it over to
yeah,
the.
like I'm not very talented when it comes to technology. I'm sorry. I think it's just Amazon.com.
Okay. All
As
right.
of right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
everybody
then,
knows.
the self-reflection.
Yeah. So, ladies, I just want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to participate in this virtual pop up. And hopefully, soon we can get together in person and just make it bigger. You know, let the circle remain unbroken. Empowered women empower women. And tell a sister, tell someone, check on someone, right? Um, thank you. Thank you for bringing your wisdom, your talents, your expertise, your passions, and your purpose to the circle. Let the circle remain unbroken. Thank you all from all of the various platforms that are joining us today. Thank you all so much for being here with us. And we're grateful. We're grateful. We're grateful. We're grateful. And ladies, thanks again. All right. And I don't know what's to say. I hate saying bye. I hate to say bye.
Oh,
Thank you, Jenny. The truth. Thank you, April
questions?
Bernie. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. And
Amazing.
you have various Instagrams, Sleep Fitness by Shauna, Donna Thomas, D Thomas, 78, Jenny Mac Eat, Jenny Mac Meals, The Eat School, Bernie 102, Be So Bling, right? And the other two ladies, Mac and Me, and who did I miss out? I think just the math and me, right? All right. So, ladies, thanks again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to end the stream. You guys, I think you can hang out here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Be blessed and have an amazing rest of the afternoon.
You too. Thank you so much.
Yes.